We're doing alright. When we are apart, we always do the same dance. Always on the fence, never making sense. I'm not gonna feel a thing tonight. I'm not gonna be the one tonight. Don't wanna hear anything that you say. Your love is a game that I don't wanna play. So don't say you need me when I walk away. So many words but they don't mean a thing. You blur the lines between love and obscene. So don't say you need me cause we're not a thing. We're not a thing. I'm doing alright. Since we are apart, you know it's always the heart first. Don't care if it hurts, you're making it worse. I'm not gonna feel a thing tonight. Not gonna feel a thing. I'm not gonna see your face tonight. Not gonna see your face. Don't wanna hear anything that you say. Your love is a game that I don't wanna play. So cry all you want but I still walk away. Cry all you want but I still walk away. So many words but you don't mean a thing. You blur the lines between love and obscene. So don't say you love me cause it's not a thing. It's not a thing.
internet. Wow, look at this. A foot crim, fat crim stream. Ultimate rare moment. Greetings as well on the Kick and Twitch platforms. I had to quickly restart my stream on there because I was getting some skipped frames, which is quite interesting. I've not really had that before, but I've got it. And, you know, we're back, and why does that keep happening? For some reason on Twitch, is this really nice bug with the platform that every single time I start a stream on there, it resets my title to, like, a stream I did months ago, like, My Team Career Mode, which, My Team Career Mode, I have not streamed since, like, F1 23. That's how long ago this bug, and it's just randomly started happening. I don't know why it picked that stream, but welcome in. It's a bit of a late one today. Well, I say late, it's 3 PM, so it's not really late. But usually I'd stream in the morning because, you know, I'd get my video done for the day or 2 videos done for the day, and then I thought, you know what, I've got nothing better to do. I might as well hop on the stream for an hour or 2. Today we're just going to be doing another weekend of Jenson Button driver career, so another hour and a half, hour and 40, depending on, well, lots of things, how long it takes to get stuff done. Will the race be long? Will it rain? Of course, last time out it was Spa. And it was just a bit miserable, really, because, yeah, I was driving really poorly, for one thing, and I sort of forgot about one of the key things of driving in the rain, which is keeping your rear tyres nice and stable, which I didn't do. I was gassing it out of corners like no man's business, and basically, by halfway through the race, my inters were absolutely cooked, and I kept spinning, I kept crashing, and I was just very angry. Today's different though, because we're going to Monza. Now, I released a video a couple of hours ago, 2 hours ago, doing Has to Glory at Monza. So this is my second time today doing a race around Monza, but honestly, I'm not too fussed because I absolutely adore this track. As always, if there's any audio problems or video problems, audio problems are very easy fix. Like if something's too loud, something's too quiet, something isn't on, just let me know, I can fix it. Video problems is a bit more tricky. If you're watching on YouTube, it should be okay, but for some reason on my Streamlabs, it like reset. Like when I opened the app, it like said, oh, welcome to Streamlabs OBS, how do you want to get started, want to like import settings, basically when you first download the application, which has never happened before, and that was very dodgy. So yeah, that might not be working. So just let me know if you're watching on Kick or Twitch if there's anything wrong. And without further ado, let's begin now. Has to Glory, I played on 109 difficulty and I got cooked. So I'm going to lower it down. I just spoiled my video a little bit. Go watch my video, by the way. It's actually performing extremely well compared to other videos, considering I haven't uploaded in like about, what, 4 or 5 days. Yeah, it must have been Thursday since I last uploaded. Because, of course, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I was watching the Brazil Grand Prix weekend. I was streaming all of it. It was just absolutely hectic, especially Sunday, having to do qualifying and the race in the same day. I think it was like 5.5 to 6 hours in that day of watching F1, but what a day it was. And it's a shame that well, it's not really a shame because I sort of have to, but obviously on my live streams, my watch-alongs, I use live timing, and I just watch what you're watching. I wish I watched that weekend from just watching Sky Sports, the actual real-life F1, rather than a live timing, because it must have been so good. But anyway, let's forget about that. We're here at Monza for practice. Now, we've got fuel and tyre management. I think I want to do fuel first. I should probably do these on hard tyres. I don't know, it might be a little bit difficult to achieve, like, the required lap time, but I'm just thinking my tyres are going to be cooked on mediums trying to do race strategy, but actually, no, I'm doing the mediums, I don't care. My fan pointing at me, yeah. Very hot today. Let me quickly, this might look a bit odd, but I've got a fan, like, I have a fan, like, at the back of my desk that I use to cool down my PC, so I also use it to cool down my legs, which is quite a nice breeze. But anyway, let's begin. Now, will I have the wheel bug? If you don't know what the wheel bug is, sometimes you load into a session and the game just doesn't register your wheel input. So I'll turn my wheel like that, like 90 degrees, and the game will only register about 5, and I have to use a flashback. So, it's obviously, at race starts, it's a bit annoying. Have I got it? I can't tell. I'll do a flashback anyway to make sure. But during, like, practice and qualifying, it's okay, because, like, here, for example, before I even started my lap, I can use a flashback and it's fine. Race starts is a little bit more annoying, but it's okay. I could just restart the session. I've had it. It's very rare, but I did have it once on a red flag restart, and it was my Has to Glory Silverstone episode. And of course, with a red flag, you can't restart the session, because if you did that, you obviously go back to the start of the race. So I was forced to do the start with the wheel bug, going around turn 1 with my wheel basically turned all the way around, like that, to the point where it switches camera. I didn't even know you could do that. You can, like... Oh, that's interesting. But anyway, so yeah, I had to do that and then use a flashback. It was extremely cringe, but I mean, it's been a bug since the game came out, and... Oh yeah, I forgot I'm doing fuel management. I was wondering why my ERS wasn't working. But yeah, it's been a bug since the game dropped, and there's still not been, like, any look of a fix for it, so that is extremely cringe. I just need to make sure that everything's working. Okay, cool. Wait, let me just... I should probably, like, pause when I do things like this, rather than actually just trying to drive blind. Okay, right. Lock in. I'm here now. Let's go. Now, I'm doing fuel management. I want to see if I can actually beat the lap time. Although, to be honest, I don't really care whether I complete the objective or not, because I'm just going to use quick practice to do the rest of them that I don't do. I'm already 3 tenths down already, so that's not fantastic, but we move. Clawing a lot of time back through my straight line speed, so hopefully, down the second straight, I should be absolutely flying with the DRS. Of course, Monza, you use practically no downforce whatsoever. I'm running 0 downforce on the front wing, rear wing, sorry, and only like 9 or 10 on the front wing. So basically no aerodynamics whatsoever, but that's what you do at this track, and in this game you are allowed to run really low aeros and get away with it for some odd reason. I feel like I'm lifting a bit early. I'm just lifting when, you know, the driving line comes up, and I just use that as a baseline, but that's probably a bit too early. You know, I'm up on the Delta, and my fuel management is in the purple, so that's actually really, really good. Get around Parabolica, the greatest name on the Formula 1 calendar for a corner if you're English, because it's got bollocks in it. Bolica, it's really funny. I know, I'm so grown up, aren't I? But that was a good first lap, really. Car felt decent. Not only got purple on the fuel saving, but also beat the lap time, so that is extremely good. And of course, I'm going to be a little bit better today than normal, because I did do a whole race weekend 5 hours ago for my Has to Glory. Go watch it. So that's why I'm a little bit more used to things, but that's a good thing. Usually I wouldn't be. If I was at a track that I didn't particularly like Spain, that's about it, really. I probably wouldn't be up for doing 2 weekends at the same track in one day, but honestly, because it's Monza, I don't really care. I love this track so much. And there's actually a lot of tracks that I really like. Monza, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, Vegas, Spa, probably not. I wouldn't do 2 in a row. That's a bit too much. But yeah, this is fine. Right, tyre management. You can usually brake how you normally do, but I'm going to be a little bit lighter on the brakes, and of course, less wheel input, and then a really smooth exit out. That was really nice. And then we can use the hot lap ERS. Of course, when you're braking less and, you know, being slower, you get more recharge. So like if I just wait, brake a little bit earlier, and just don't use the whole of the brakes, that's really nice tyre management, apart from the massive snap of oversteer I just got, but we move. Now through here again, you want to use minimal wheel input, really careful on the exit. That was not good on my tyres at all. I think it's braking while turning that does the most tyre wear, although I could be wrong. And then I'm just going to dump some overtake so I can get some time back. There we go. Nice one. Brake into the Ascari chicane. Love this section of the track. I can really push through here. Very nice. And I am, like, seriously cooking right now. I'm half a second up on the Delta. And my tyres are purple. Like, they're very nice and saved. Let's try not bottle it out the Parabolica. That was a little bit crap, but it'll be fine. Put the overtake on so I get a bit of lap time back, and boom, lovely. So, of course, let's take a look at my current pace. I'm P14. You do have to look at that with a bit of a dodgy, I don't know what the word is, but neither of those laps are representative yet, because of course I've done fuel management and then tyre management. Now I'm doing race strategy. I should be able to gas it for a few laps and get some real idea of my pace. And also, what's my tyre wear like? That's actually pretty bad, to be fair. I was thinking fuel management plus tyre management. My tyre wear might not be too bad, but that's pretty bad, actually. Let me just quickly do something on here. Okay, there we go. Alright, race strategy. Tyre set. I don't know why you only get one set of mediums in practice. I'm pretty sure in real life F1 you get more than one set of mediums for practice. I could be wrong. I don't know. I feel like you should get more. You get a lot of softs as well for some reason. I feel like you should get, in practice, maybe 3 sets of softs, 2 sets of mediums, and then 1 set of hards, just so it's nice and, you know, balanced. Because then I feel like if you've got 2 sets of mediums, you can do a long run and a quali run, or even 2 long runs. Hard size, you can do a long run, and then you can do 2 soft quali runs, and then a long run on the softs, and then you're all nice and equal. Now, the race strategy program also gives me a very good chance to see how much hot lap I get to use per lap. Oh, big oversteer. So I just use hot lap from the start line until the first braking zone. I'm not going to use any through here, because it isn't just about using it, it's also charging it back, so I probably can't actually use that much, because of course I'll probably use a lot in the race, because I'm using overtake to defend and attack, and of course most of lap 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use hot lap from here until the braking zone of Ascari. And honestly, I'm using a bit too much, although that shouldn't be too bad once I actually complete the lap. So go through here. Whoa, gone off a bit. You saw nothing. And a big snap of oversteer. So, okay, I can definitely get away with using the amount that I did. Why is my ERS not going down even though I'm on medium? That's a bit dodgy. But that's actually worked out better for me, but that's interesting. Right. So DRS on, hot lap on. And then we turn hot lap off there. And now I can get into a nice little rhythm. That's all the race is, really, in F1, if you think about it. It's just getting into a rhythm and then just driving. And I feel like I'm in the rhythm. I mean, real-life F1 drivers are basically just robots, aren't they? I suppose in the race, they're driving so slowly compared to, like, qualifying. And even when, like, they push at the end, that it's pretty difficult to make a mistake. Whereas in F1 24, because there's no real tyre management or fuel management, you don't need to do any of that. Most of the race, you are just pushing as hard as you can from start to finish. You're more prone to errors. But of course, we still see the odd mistake during the race. I mean, Brazil was a prime example of that. That even in the wet, you know, these drivers, the best in the world, they crash a lot. I mean, how many crashes did we see on Sunday? There was Sainz, there was Albon in qualifying, there was Colapinto, Stroll twice, Alonso, Colapinto again in the race, Behrman spun about 3 times, Tsunoda spun. Yeah, quite a lot of drivers ended up crashing. That was a bit, just an utterly barbaric weekend of racing, but I'm glad I saw it, because especially that Max Verstappen drive to go from P17 to P1, meanwhile Lando Norris, I hate him so much now. The fact that in a space of 3 or 4 years, he's gone from this extremely likable, funny teenager that is also just a really, really good driver to this arrogant, sore loser that is actually a really, really bad driver in the space of 3 years. It's pretty shocking. And actually, it's mostly just this year. Last year, he was sort of similar to how he was a few years ago. I mean, obviously, you're supposed to be, like, serious and proper in F1, not, like, kind-hearted and funny, but, like, think of, like, Daniel Ricciardo. He was like that, but he was still a really good driver and obviously quite sportsman-like. And you got Norris. Yeah, no, it wasn't talent, it was all luck. Like, what's going on there, then? I hope that isn't how he actually is now, and that's just frustration of going from, like, you know, P1 to P6. I mean, I've done it a lot where I say things based on a reaction. Like, I'll crash at a track or something and say, oh, I hate this track, I want to blow it up or something like that. Hopefully now Lando will be a bit more mature, which is a bit of a crazy thing to say coming from me, now that his title hopes are gone, realistically, let's be honest. He is, I'd say he'll be lucky to get within 40 points of Verstappen now in these last 3 races. Verstappen's back on form. He was never really out of form, to be honest. His car was just a bit stinky. And, well, yeah, Red Bull actually looks slightly decent now. Even Checo Perez. I feel so bad for Checo Perez, because during the race, none of you would have probably heard, because you all have your own drivers that you're probably interested in. And, of course, the media won't listen to it because they just want to abuse him and harass him. But at the start of the race, I didn't actually, like, know what happened because I'm looking at live timing. I just saw Stroll crash and a start got delayed. But apparently you were allowed to change tyre. So Checo ended up starting on really cold tyres compared to everyone else. I don't know exactly why, but he just did. That's why he spun on lap 1. And then not only that, but when the red flag came out because it was too wet, he was one of many drivers to say this is going to be a red flag. Like, we shouldn't box, because if we box, red flag comes out, we're in the mud. But then his team forced him to pit. He said on the radio, no, I think it's going to go red, we shouldn't box. Russell said exactly the same thing. It's going to go red, why should we box? And then his team come on the radio and say, right, no, get in that box now, Checo. And Russell lost his shit, and Checo lost his shit, and you would in that situation, because obviously, if Checo doesn't pit there, and he, you know, red flag happens, he'll probably come out and finish, what, like P6, P5 maybe? Because he was quick that weekend. I know people don't want to believe it, because he started 12th and finished 11th, but he was actually quite fast. Not as fast as Verstappen, of course, like, way off him, but fast as in, like, he could easily get in the top 7 or 6, but I reckon that's the Brazil Grand Prix debrief over. I reckon we can now focus on Monza here on the F1 game. I have been driving extremely nicely and neatly on this run. I always get a little snap of oversteer on the exit of the Parabolica, but I suppose that's just how I'll have to drive. And that was really, really nice. That was super good. I enjoyed that a lot. That was a really, really fun 5 laps. You see, when the car is working good and I'm in a rhythm, I think this game is fantastic. There have been YouTube videos where I am just driving extremely well, I'm in this rhythm, and it's just really fun. Like, that was so good. It's when I've got a car that's snapping all over the place and nothing's really working, but that was just really good. Let's take a look what the lap times were, because I'm hoping they were pretty consistent. Oh. Okay, so these first 3 laps, as you can see, they're all within a 10th. That was on like 20% tyre wear, but then of course the tyres wear, once they get to a certain level, there's like a really sharp drop off. And then you've got a 7.7. So 4.54.77, that is extremely good. Sector 3 is basically the same. And it's really only Sector 2 where I start losing a little bit of time. I mean, 1.5, not really as well, like, it's just a little bit every sector. Sector 1, couple of milliseconds. Sector 2, couple hundredths, sector 3 couple hundredths, and that's where that 2/10 gap comes from. But that is some really, really nice lap times. It's a shame that my teammate is miles ahead. So what am I doing? It's mid-17s. No, where'd I get 17 from? Mid-21s. Albon is doing low 21s, high 20s. How's he doing that then? Okay, brilliant. That's all I need to do, really. That's practice done, isn't it? Now I can just use a quick practice to do all the other objectives I missed. How many did I miss? 3. Okay, that's fine. I would like to do a quali run, like I could have done, to be fair, but I just was too busy trying to skip to the end of the session. So, even though my lap times felt really nice and I was quick, I end up all the way down there. Alright, sure. But then, going into the race in, like, 15 minutes, I reckon that Albon won't be half a second quicker than me a lap. I don't know why the AI are so unbelievably good in practice. I don't think Albon will be that fast, you know what I mean? Alright, there's 1. There's 2. I'll go for the 3-piece. 1! Yes! That is lovely. Okay, all practice done. I wish practice was just race. I wish that every single race weekend, practice was just track acclimatization, race strategy, qualifying pace. You know, because tires. I keep saying it. Tire management and fuel management are irrelevant. I know you complete them for the resource points, and that's the only reason in doing them. But even in like 100% Grand Prix, I never save tires or save fuel. I just drive the car as fast as I can. I feel like track acclimatization is good because it gets you in a rhythm. Race strategy is good because you actually get to find out what strategy to run and what fuel load to run. And of course, qualifying pace is nice to know because you know what kind of pace you've got, whether you've got top 10 pace, top 15 pace, although usually it is wrong. There's a lot of occasions, in fact, it's pretty much every occasion where I'll do quali pace. It would say on the screen, like, estimated pace, P18, you're too slow. I go into the qualifying and I qualify like 5th. So, it's not entirely accurate most of the time, but, you know, whatever. Alright, qualifying. So, let's make sure the fuel is low. We'll do 3.3 laps, because I feel like that's just nicer. And we'll just do 2 runs. So, yeah. Wear the time down to about 11 to 10 minutes. So you have the time to do 2 runs. Now, in my Has to Glory, another spoiler, I actually came out for my second run way too late. Early. Right, so... Hang on. Last time out at Spa, you lot might remember if you watched it, Albon actually took pole in that race and won from pole. We have the 5th fastest car. Our car is equal with Aston Martin and, like, Alpine. So why is Albon suddenly winning everything? Why is that happening? Like, what? There's got to be something dodgy going on. His car is breaking the regulations. Unless... The only thing I can think of is that he's got car parts that I don't have. But I'm pretty sure your car parts, like, are collaborated. Like, Albon researches a part, and I get it as well, because how can he do that? I mean, fair play, but, like, how is the question? I've never seen an AI do that, ever. And I don't think I can get anywhere close to that. Let's see what I can do. I just don't think I can get anywhere near what... I didn't even see what his lap time was. But let's just see it. Into turn 1, nice and late on the brakes. That was pretty much perfect. Around turn 1 and 2. Avoid the 5th gear oversteer. Get a little bit more overtake on. That's very nice. Use a little bit more so I can keep that speed nice and high. Near the end as well. Fastest sector 1. That's pretty good. Using a lot of curb. Get on the exit. A little bit too much gravel, but it's fine. Through Lesmo 1. That was okay-ish. Through Lesmo 2, that was a little bit more throttle needed, but okay. Now we go down to about 40%, just so I have enough to actually finish the lap. Through Ascari, I'm going to keep it flat. I'm being brave, and I am fine. Okay, never mind. The car's actually extremely fast. Use 3% overtake there. And then we go around Parabolica. And that was actually a nice lap. I don't know what it's going to be in terms of position, but yeah, that's really nice. You what, Albon? You what, mate? You what? I did not think that that lap was good enough for a P1. It was a very, very nice lap. Pretty much perfect, but... I did not think that was a P1 moment. Wow, I bet Albon was thinking, right, I've got a chokehold on my teammate here. I'm diffing him sufficiently. Bosh. P1 for Jenson Button. There it is. Look at the boys. Look at the Williams boys. That's some out of context stuff there. Bear in mind, I need to like keep saying this. This is season 1 of a normal driver career mode. So why are the boys there? Like, look at that. That's a screenshot for the ages, that one. That is fantastic. So I'm ahead of Albon by 0.06 of a second. My Sector 2 is actually really, really nice. I could do with a little bit more in Sector 2, and then I've pretty much got the perfect lap times together. My only concern is that that was pretty much the maximum that I'm going to get. Whereas the AI can go a lot quicker because it's only Q1. So I reckon I am easily safe with that lap. I should be anyway, so let's skip to the end. And yeah, look at the boys. That is so stupid. Why are we so good? Look at us. Jenson and Albon, P1 and P2. Front row lockout for Williams. Doing Frank proud. Wow, what a time to be alive. Of course, that's only Q1, but like, it's just funny. Like, that we have the 5th best car, and Albon and I are like, we are doing this. Do you know what I mean? Like, we are here. It's crazy. Now, given how quick I am, seriously, I should probably only need to do one run. Like, unless I catastrophically cock it up, I should be able to only do the one run, and that should be fine. I should get through. So, let's do that. Come on. I don't know, I'm confused. Let's hope I haven't cocked the timing up and I can actually get a lap in. 2 minutes and 45 should be plenty of time to get round and do a lap. Surely, right? Yeah, 50. So I need to leave the pits at 2 minutes 30, probably. Actually, no, probably less than that. I reckon 2 minutes 25 is like the time to get out. But I'll do 2 minutes 30 in Q3 to be safe. That's if I even get there. Of course, I might just not. But here we go. Now, my lap doesn't have to be pixel perfect to get into Q3, given like my pace advantage. So, let's just keep it clean and have a decent lap. That was okay. And then we'll do another little bit of ERS there. Right, well, it's not fastest Sector 1, so the drivers have leveled up. But we should still be chilling. My Sector 1 was still pretty nice. That was really good as well. Gonna have to drink some water soon. I feel extremely ill. There you go. Fastest Sector 2. That's almost unheard of. But I've done it. And yeah, that was really nice. That should see me easily through. I mean, I'm 2/10 up on Checo, so... yeah. Oh, that was a bit scary. I did a full-on drift there. Alright, cool. Cross the line. 18.8. That should be enough. More than enough. Okay, there you go. Albon nice and safely through as well in P3. What is going on? Like, honestly. Like, the thing is, me being this high up isn't crazy because I've done it for a lot of this first season. Monaco, I won. I think I won at Imola. I got a podium at Saudi Arabia or stuff like that. But Albon being up there is the thing that is really concerning me because how? Because I keep saying it, our car is 5th or 6th fastest. And Albon and I are driving it like it's the fastest. And it doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's just this track and Spa, both, you know, low downforce tracks. Maybe that's where our car shines. I'm not too sure, but crazy. Right, let's go for this pole position. I think it is easily doable. Now, I'm going to get the timer down to 2 minutes 30. There you go. I need to get out now. I might have actually bottled that. Should be fine, but it's going to be close. It depends if my AI driver has traffic out, which they might do. Oh, this is going to be quite close. This is going to be very, very close. Okay, I'm fine. We're good. Move my pedals a bit closer. Alright, let's do this lap. Come on. It's going to have to be pretty much perfect in order for me to snatch a pole position away. Here we go. Come on. Let's do it. Get me this pole. There's an Albon behind me as well. Hello, Albon. How you doing, mate? And Albon goes fastest. Right, if I can get this pole, I can get a Williams 1-2, but I'm going to at least try to get onto the front row. Here we go. Turn 1. Pretty good. On the exit. On the curb a little bit. The exit was very, very good, though, so that should be okay. Go down to 50%. That should be good until the next corner. McLaren, you need to move. Oh, okay. This is going to be a bit tough. Should be fine, though. Braking. Little bit too late on the brakes, but a really solid exit. I need this McLaren to move on the second Lesmo. They've done it. Thank you very much. That was a good avoidance from them. Really good exit on Lesmo 2. Hang on, that was really good. Ew, I'm cooking. Piastri a 52.3. I'm a 52 something like 1. Through Ascari. Keep it flat. Gas it. Come on! Oh, I'm seriously cooking right now. Go down to about 20. No, I've used too much ERS there. Oh, poo. Should be fine. Into the Parabolica. As far left as I can get. Over the curb. No snap. Get to the inside line. Oh, my goodness. This could be it. Overtake on. Go on. 18.5. Is it enough? Oh, it isn't. Oh, no. Okay, right. Unfortunately, I couldn't quite get a pole. What's the gap? Okay, Albon. Wow. Fair play, Alex Albon. Fair dues, mate. That is class from you. Wow. Where's that come from, then? Alex Albon gaps me by 0.2 of a second. 0.3 up on Leclerc. What was the sector times, then? Sector 1 for Albon, 26 dead. I was a 26 dead. Sector 2, 26-1. I was a 26 dead. So it was actually Sector 3. Wow, okay. So I reckon then, if I saved a bit more ERS throughout that lap, and I used it throughout Sector 3, I could have probably got that pole, or I would have been at least a lot closer to Albon. Wow, okay. Fair dues, mate. So, at the end of Q3, I'm going to take another screenshot, because, no, that's Q3. We are 1 and 2 on the grid. Now, I'm a team player, so if I can't win this race, I will try as hard as possible to make Albon win this race. Although, to be fair, he might not even need my help. Spa, he had, you know, Checo Perez, who was for some reason flying along. He had both Ferraris and a McLaren, I think, all chasing him at Spa in the wet, and he held on and managed to win the race. So he definitely doesn't need my help, but I'm just going to try and stick with him. And yeah, so... Did you see that in the bottom left? It said round 8, 0 points. Round 9, 0 points. Round 10, 25 points. That is just funny, isn't it? Right, here we are then, on the grid. Strategy is a medium to hard. Now, I did it in Hasta Glory and it worked out quite well. I stopped a lap earlier because if you look at the lap times, you can see on the mediums, we start at, you know, 20.8s. And then at the end of the stint, we're actually doing 22s. Whereas the hards, at the worst, only go to, like, 21.5 or something. So actually, if we stop really early, you can see the absolute slowest that we should be going is 21.7. And the hards go to like a 21 something. But I think we'll stop 2 laps earlier today. And we'll lose half a second on the projected race time. But I don't really understand how they've come to that conclusion. Because of just how far... Actually, to be fair, the tyre difference... I don't know, actually, because look at the tyre difference. So, if we pit on this lap, on lap 7, the time is going to be a 22. Lap 8 is a 22. Lap 9 is a 22. So, honestly, unless we pit here on lap 6, which means it's a 13-lap hard stint, that could work, actually. Because, wait, if we pit then, I'll be doing a 21.7. Hards go to a 21, 6. If I stop normally, the hards are doing a 21, 3. So if I stop here, that should be really good. So I'm going to do that. That is going to be my strategy for today. There's the fuel load. We can actually lower that a bit. And I'm ready. Are you not ready? There's no one watching, so I hope so. And here we go then. Let's do this thing. Wheel bug, no wheel bug. Let's do it. Boom! Quality reaction. Albon's at an absolute flyer, though. Okay, let's just try and not lose places into turn 1. I got Leclerc fighting me. Into turn 1. Doing okay. Over the bump. Round. Oh, someone's gone round, I think. No, we're all right. And we are away. Okay. Let's lower the brake bias down a little bit because you can get away with it round here. And Alex is gone. My goodness, he's already 1.3 seconds up the road. Holy moly. Got to be careful of the exit because I'm on the colder tyres. Well, everyone is, but still got to be careful. And yeah, that is unbelievable first lap pace from Alex Albon. That is extremely impressive. Now I need to try and catch up to him. I'm going to use all of my overtake, I'm going to use all of my ERS, and I'm just going to try and get near him. And, I don't want to per se try and get past and overtake and dive bomb him or something. I just want to get close to him just so we can run together as a duo whilst gapping the Ferrari. That would be quite nice. And as you can see, my gap is 0.6. I'm inside of Albon's 1 second gap. So let's just chill here then. Lovely. Down the straight to complete lap 1. Albon sets the fastest lap, but I am with him. Decent amount of VRS as well. And we're off. Lovely. Pretty much a perfect first lap from the Williams boys. Although I don't know what Albon's straight line speed is like, but it looks worse than mine, but still pretty good. Fastest sector 1 for Jenson Button. Now, like I said, I don't really care about overtaking Albon at this current stage. I'm more focused on getting away from Leclerc, which I'm currently doing extremely well, so yeah. Here is Albon. Yeah, that straight line speed is nice. I'm barely catching him. Although he is using a lot of ERS because he's got the recharging light on, so... Or as XQC says, the brake light. He actually said that. He was watching the highlights from the Grand Prix and he said, what is this guy doing? You can clearly see he's got the brake light on. Shut up. I know he's like clueless and he's doing it for a laugh, but piss off. Hate you. Right, Alex Albon, 0.3 in front. I should be able to overtake relatively easily. I take the fastest lap as well. Charles Leclerc is quite far behind, getting closer to my teammate. This is quite dangerous. Round the outside of Alex Albon. I was a little bit too early on the brakes. We go wheel to wheel into turn 1. But unfortunately, he just... Well, I just did that corner really badly, to be fair. I've got to be careful of Leclerc here, because he is quite close. I thought, to be honest, that me and Albon would sort of clear away from the Ferrari quite quick, but we're not really doing that, to be fair. I mean, I didn't help, but yeah. I just got that impression that we were so quick in the race that we'd just be gone. But we're chilling. Two seconds back to Lando Norris. Now, I might actually have to go past my teammate Albon to get away from Leclerc, because he is looking very racy, but we're just going to chill for now. Just going to vibe, you know? And see what happens. I think I will have to get past I will have to go past Albon here. That's a definite. Like, I will have to go by. So let's do that. I just don't want Leclerc to go by as well. That would really annoy me. Right, hello Alex, going this way. Bye-bye Alex. Oh, I've outbraked myself there. No, we're okay. Right, now it's important that I keep Alex inside of my DRS so that he can stay ahead of Leclerc. But I do have to be careful here so that Albon doesn't get me. Leclerc's actually going for it. Round the outside of Albon. That's a fantastic move if he can get that off. And he has done. Now it's important for me to get outside of Leclerc, get 1 second or more ahead, so that Albon can go for a move on Leclerc and get back up to P2. But that's no easy task. It is Leclerc we're talking about here. And he is going to start catching me because he's got DRS. But that's fine. We can chill. It's just... yeah, I do need to get a second ahead. But I don't know if I can. And if I can, I don't know how long it will take. Improving, though, on my lap time. Of course, I am stopping way earlier than anyone else. So don't need to do any sorts of tyre saving. I usually don't anyway, but I don't have to. Fastest lap for me as well. I'm going to use a lot of overtake and avoid the slipstream of Leclerc. Maybe Albon can give it some. No, he's way too far back. That isn't going to happen, unfortunately. Around turn 1 and 2. Clean exit. Right. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get rid of Leclerc. That's just not going to happen, unfortunately. So let's just try and not get overtaken. That is the goal, really. I remember what I said in practice about how Albon won't be half a second quicker than me in the race. Here we are, and he's not, to be fair. We're about the same. Now, Leclerc's a lot closer this time around. He's 0.3. He's going to go for a move here, and I can't really stop him. But that's not a bad thing, kind of. I can maybe go for the re-overtake into turn 1. But, of course, I'm going to get a lot of oversteer now because I'm close to a car. Yeah, make sure to keep Albon within a second. He should do that very easily. Okay. Right, let's try go for this move into turn 1 then. Round the outside of Parabolica. Nice. Okay, here we go. Maybe Alex can get him as well, actually. Let's try that. Come on, Alex. Let's get him. Go on, son. Oh, wow. Alex is really slow for some reason. Oh, no. That's not good. Right. Let's try and fight the Ferrari and get Alex to catch up a little bit. Round turn 1. Into turn 2. Push him off a little bit. Go on, Albon. Use that to your advantage, mate. Go, go, go. Yes, he's going for it. Go on, son. Round the outside. Leclerc done it to you. He's done it to Leclerc. We are back as a 1-2. Well done, lad. That was good. That was very good, Albon. Congratulations to you, sir. That was lovely stuff. Well done. Okay. Christ, this is like a lot of pressure. But I'm handling it okay. And yeah. Front left is getting extremely worn. Here comes Alex Albon. Again, I don't have ERS to defend, so he's just going to go through, unfortunately. But I did it to Leclerc, where I can go around the outside of turn 1. I can do it to Albon as well. Might not even need to. I might be able to just do it here, but of course I need to make sure that I get DRS. So, round the outside of Parabolica. No, it looks like Albon's going to get DRS, which puts me in a very bad spot. So Albon goes through, and he has DRS, so I need Albon to clear off a little bit. Actually, wait. I've got more straight line speed. Here comes Leclerc as well. He's going to make it 3 wide into turn 1. This is extremely stupid. This is extremely stupid. We're going 3 wide into turn 1 and 2. Albon survives. We have all survived, except I have dropped down to P3. But now I can fight Leclerc around the outside. I'm doing a Lando Norris. Here we go. That is lovely. Alex Albon is here as well. I think I might get away with just staying behind Albon for now and continuing on. But yeah, that was scary. Now, I don't really care if I stay behind Albon going into the pits because I'll be stopping earlier than him. So, don't really matter to be fair, but I might be able to get past him down this second straight. We'll see. I'll put the ERS on and the DRS, of course, mainly to defend from Leclerc, but we'll see if I can catch up to Albon. Looks like I can, to be fair. Gonna go to the outside, into the Ascari chicane, and that is a gorgeous move. That is wonderful stuff. Oh, massive oversteer. And I've actually built a really large gap to Albon through that as well, which is also really handy because it means that once I stop and I commit the overcut, I can come out further ahead. At least that's what I'm hoping. And this car is so nice. In we go then. Those two are going to carry on. Leclerc is probably going to overtake Albon because he's got DRS. You can see on the bottom left, you can see Albon go and try and defend. He's defending very well, but Leclerc is ahead now. And we'll hope that Albon can keep fighting that. Meanwhile, I am going to come out in P20, and I've got a really nice gap ahead of me, meaning I can now push really hard on these hard tyres, get a very nice lap on my outlap, and try and undercut the front two, and extend my lead. That's the plan anyway, but it depends how quickly I can warm these tyres up. In my Has to Glory, the undercut did work, but I gained about a second. I'm hoping to do a bit more than that. What do you mean do no more than 2 notable collisions? What does that even mean, notable collision? How do you even do a notable collision? I have no idea. Oh, big snappage. Okay, car feels nice. I don't know if it's quicker than the mediums, but we're definitely cooking. Into Ascari. That's fine. We have a yellow flag somewhere. That isn't great. That could mean that we're going to see a safety car and completely ruin my strategy. Albon and Leclerc actually stay out for another lap. It's going to be an Aston Martin. Lance Stroll pulling over to the side, so he's out of the session. He's out of the race. Oh, that was a big snap. That was not what I needed. Okay, it's fine, though. We keep pushing on. I'm actually quite nervous about this undercut, seeing as I'm really not catching Magnussen at all. I probably could have done with pitting on this lap rather than the next lap. We have another yellow flag. It's Haas. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. So the Haas of Hulkenberg, or Magnussen, sorry, spins and causes a safety car, meaning I have now dropped 2 P17. Everyone ahead of me has now got a free stop, which means that Albon, Leclerc, Norris, Piastri, the Ferraris, and probably both Red Bulls and the Mercedes, and pretty much the top 10 are all going to get ahead of me here. At minimum, the top 5. The highest place I can get here is P6. I think I might be P6. Oh, that's just an absolute nightmare, isn't it? My pace is extremely strong, but yeah, this has suddenly turned from an assured drive to a win, and suddenly it's become an extreme recovery drive. So of course, Alex Albon in, McLaren's in, both the Ferraris double stacking, Mercedes in, and now I need to hope that I come out. There's actually a very slim chance I come out ahead of them, but we'll see. Go in. There we go. So now I should be able to push on. Hang on. Never mind. No recovery needed. I am back out in the lead. Thank God for that. I thought I was going to come out so far behind, but no. I have actually managed to come out ahead of everyone. I don't know how I've done that, to be fair. I did kind of break the rules by going full throttle over the line, but honestly, I don't really care. I would have got out in front anyway. Now, my tyres are going to be a little bit more worn than everyone else's, of course, but at least I'm out in front. That's all that matters. This is actually going to be my first safety car restart. Probably, like, in a few months. This is going to be quite exciting, really. I don't know when to go. I might as well start brainstorming it. I could probably go. I think that the exit of the Parabolica isn't a fantastic idea because they can get a really good run into turn 1. I'm probably going to go as late as I conceivably can. And then just avoid the slipstream of Leclerc and Norris behind. By the way, I don't know if there was an issue in the pits, but Alex Albon has dropped down to P4. So my plan really is to push like hell for the first 3 or 4 laps, try and build a gap to Leclerc, and then hope that Albon can just race his way back up to P2. There's nothing I can really do to help him other than drive extremely fast and, you know, clear Leclerc a little bit. I also love how slow these cars are when you've got lean, no ERS, and safety car mode. I can barely get up to 280. Like, it's really slow. I also love the idea that at the moment I feel like I am at cruising speed. I feel like I'm on a cooldown lap. Meanwhile, the safety car, Bernd Mailander, is pushing like hell, driving that car as... Oh my goodness! Tiamat Marduk, what an absolute legend of the scene. I have been raided! Ben Raid, absolutely we've got a Ben Raid. What an absolute hero. Thank you ever so much. Welcome in. Oh, I've crashed into the safety car now because I'm not looking. Raid! So we got a raid. What do we get a penalty for that? Unreal. Thank you very much. I might have to do 2 full race weekends now, since I'm already halfway through this race. Wow. Let's see if we can get a 1-2 in celebration of this remarkable moment. And, yeah, I don't know why, but in this career mode, this is my first season of this. For some reason, Albon is like the next Michael Schumacher. Like, he's cooking. He got pole position by like 0.3 of a second. Just unbelievable, really. He did drop down in the pits, though. And we get the follow through. It's a shame that my follow notification is still the Taco Bell ding, but it is fine. No one really cares. Oh, someone's already had a chat message banned because of my Nightbot settings. Love to see it. Right, safety car in this lap. Whoa, my car stops. Can we go, please? Thank you very much. Alright, let's try and not bottle this restart. Let's not do a Lando Norris, shall we? It was too many emotes, it was, yeah. Thanks, Hugo, for following. Thank you very much. Right. I'm gonna go as late as conceivably possible, really. That would be ideal. And we'll go from there. And since on the kickers, thanks for following. Right. Not going yet. Not going. Oh, you think I'm going? I'm going! That was not very good. Okay, let's just go over here. Avoid the slipstream, and I should be fine. I'm fine. Okay, who's out at the back? Someone's going like 5 wide into turn 1. David Croft would be losing his mind if he was watching that. He's too busy watching me, though. And that's lovely. Oh, we got another yellow. Please don't tell me someone else is spun. Your audio is nice and crispy. What mic are you using? It's a, I forgot now. It's a Blue Yeti, I think? I really should know, but I've had it for like 3 or 4 years, so... Very, very reliable, though. Of course, I've changed around some settings with like the bass and the things like that. Yeah, it's a very good microphone. Oh, scary. Lesmo 2 is the scariest corner I've ever driven around on any racetrack apart from Rouge at Spa. Because you never know when the car's just going to be like, nah, don't feel like it, to be honest. Bye, and you're gone. Through a scary. Oh, that's very scary. That's also very scary. Nice. I used to use those back in the day. Yeah, I'm sure you've got top of the range. But no, honestly, it's quite good. Round the best corner name, the Parabolica. Go, 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 go. Lovely stuff. Greetings from Argentina. What do you think of Colapinto? He should get an F1 seat right now. Get him in Sauber, sign the contract, go, get it in. Here comes Leclerc. Oh, please don't do this to me now. Okay, I can defend quite easily. Brake a little bit later into turn 1. Oh, frightening. Oh, we're fine. Oh, this is lovely. I did want to try and get clear of Leclerc so that Albon can get up the field, but it's just not going to happen, really. Leclerc is being himself, meaning very, very fast. What difficulty you on? I am on 108. I think. 108 or 107, I don't remember which, but one of those two. Usually I do 109 or 110 depending on the track, but for some reason, Monza, I'm just really bad. So, well, compared to the AI, tracks like Saudi Arabia, street tracks mainly, I'll play 110. Tracks like Spain and Bahrain, 109. This, 107. Texas about 105 as well. I cannot for the life of me drive around that track. Nice, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you'd expect me to be at least decently fast, considering I've been playing these F1 games for like 4,000 hours over the last 5 years or something. I started playing in 2021. Well, actually, technically I started in 2019, but I've only played that game for like 10 hours on Xbox. Right, I'm under a bit of threat here because I don't have much ERS left, but my gap is nice, so I should be okay. Yeah, right, I need to spend like a lap or two building my ERS up. That's what I need to do, really. That would be ideal. Oh, I've gone a little bit wide, please. No oversteer. Oh, yes, I've got no oversteer. You're doing 2 races or 1? To be honest, given what has just happened all but 10 minutes ago, I'm inclined to do 2. But it depends what track it is. If it's like... Well, actually, I don't know which track I wouldn't want to do. I could probably do 2. Might be a bit knackered afterwards, but I could definitely do 2. I think it might be Singapore, and I love that track, so that's probably a yes. I would usually do 1, though. And I also, if you look at my VODs, I never stream, so I'll probably be streaming a bit more now, to be fair. Get me round here. Oh, it's so scary. I've not done a great job at saving ERS here, to be fair. Maze Galaxy, thanks for following. Legend of the scene. Oh, God, this is not good anymore. Oh, Lando Norris, why do you have to be here, mate? Why can't you just be yourself in real life and just be an absolute bolt job? Why have you actually got to be fast for once in your life? Oh, my goodness. Right, I want the outside, really. Oh, he's not even close enough to attack. Never mind, we're good. But if they ever do attack, I'd probably want the out... Oh, I thought Norris went off and locked up. I would have laughed then. Albon! Oh, my goodness, Alex Albon! What a driver! You know, he's better than Latifi and Sargent. He's about equal with Franco Colapinto. But in the F1 game, he's out here. He's P2 in the 5th fastest car. Because that's just what he does. Do you know what I mean? What a driver. And Ben 2. Thank you for the follow. Let's go. Oh, very frightening. Fantastic. I'm feeling quite good. Who's your favourite driver? None other than Checo Perez. I don't know why. I just decided halfway through 2021 when I started watching F1 I just liked him, to be fair. And now my bedroom is covered with posters and model cars and stuff of him. And I'm actually thinking of spending quite a large sum on another one of his memorabilia soon, but I need to figure that out first, if I can even have the space for it. I mean, you might have had the impression that it was Max Verstappen, seeing as he's behind me, but no, he's just chilling. He's the only cardboard cutout of an F1 driver you can sort of get, unless you want to get, like, Sebastian Vettel in, like, his pyjamas. I don't know why that's on the internet. It ain't his pyjamas, but he's in, like, some just normal outdoor clothing. I thought that doesn't really make much sense. Half the people in here won't even know who that is, so we've got Max in the back. So you're a Red Bull fan, I'm guessing? Yeah, but I'd say that there isn't a team that I especially really like, and there isn't a team that I dislike. I just sort of, I don't know, I like all of them. And I like all the drivers. There's no driver that I would actively go out there and dislike. I disliked Lando Norris recently because of his attitude and the things he's come out with, when he said, like, that race at Brazil was all luck. It wasn't talent. You know what I mean? Like that, yeah, just shut up. But, yeah, I like all the teams. But I think, yeah, I'm more favoured towards Red Bull. Although I suppose when you started watching in 2021 like I did, you usually would pick between either Red Bull or Mercedes, because that's what was hot at the time. It's like supporting Real Madrid, you know, it's just you pick the top team. But yeah, that's my backstory. Alright, got 4 laps left. Well, 3 now. Is it 3? Yeah, 3. And I'm defending very nicely. I've got plenty of VRS left. Alex, don't go for it. Please don't go for it. He's going to go for it, isn't he? No, we're fine. Barely hanging on. Tyre wear is a little bit low on the front left. Or high, actually. Although I don't know how to change, like, anything or drive, so my tyre, like, a specific tyre wears less. I don't know. I really don't. I just drive the Formula 1 car at max 7 and hope that I can win. And go from there, really. That's about it. And it works most of the time. And I love the idea that earlier today, when I finished one of my YouTube videos around here, I was incredibly slow through Sector 2. Half a second down on the AI. Now I'm, like, equal than them. And it only took me, like, 20 laps. So that's a pretty good improvement, really. 50% overtake to use. That's always nice. Let's go win this thing. And also make it a Williams 1-2. That would be really, really cool. I don't know. I feel like Hamilton might get on the phone at some point and say, like, Williams' dominance could bore fans. He ain't wrong. It definitely could. And I still don't know why we are so good. Maybe it's because we're at, like, a more straight-line speed track, which, of course, Monza is. Similar to Spa, last time I did this, which was an absolute disaster. It was, like, the least fun I've ever had on a game ever. That's, like, a spoiler. We were really quick around there. Albon won, got pole. I was struggling a little bit because I was cooking my inters, especially the rears. It was a wet race, so I finished like P6. And then we come to Monza. Albon gets pole by like 3 tenths, but I'm actually fighting back in the old race pace department. And I'm currently running. That was not English. That was just not English at all. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Alright. Saved up a good chunk of ERS that lap, but there is an Alex Albon who is going to go for an overtake here. But I should be able to defend if I just brake later. There you go. I bet they don't... Whoa, I've lost it. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. Ah! That's my first flashback! In like 7 rounds. That's really annoyed me. Of course, when I'm on the big stage, I lose my car in a really, like, rookie way. That is one thing that you'll notice about me if you watch me more often. You'll notice that, yes, I've played this game on a wheel since 2021. I've got like 3,000 hours of driving on a wheel, and I still make really, really basic rookie errors. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. But anyway, final lap, let's do this thing. I mean, Red Bull helped Max, but 17 to first in the wet is very good. Not a Max fan, so might be blessed. Or biased, but did he get helped by the red flag? Yeah, no, he definitely got lucky with the red flag, but I don't think many drivers can do that. Like, ever. Realistically. I mean, all of his overtakes were extremely simple. He just dived down the inside, but his pace was just stupid. That was the main thing. It was just his race pace. He set, like, 17 fastest laps in the race, and yeah, the red flag got him from, like, what, P5 to P2. It's not crazy. I do think that he won because of the red flag, but even if that red flag didn't happen and he's finished like P4 or 5, that's still an unbelievably good result. It's the fact that he then went on to win by 20 seconds is just ridiculous. It's a shame that I never actually got to watch it properly. I was looking at the live timing, which is what I do for my watch-alongs, but I mean, watching that like on Sky Sports must have been unreal, the way he just soared through the field. But anyway, back to this. We go around the Ascari chicane the final time. I've got a 0.3 second gap, which means I should be able to win this. I might just go to the inside a little bit to cover Albon off. Never mind, I don't need to. And round the final corner, somehow the boys, we don't know how they've done it. It'll be, you know, studied in 200 years' time for a history lesson. The boys finish 1 and 2. That is unreal, realistically. I need to keep reminding everyone, this is my first season in this career mode, We're just over halfway through the season, and we have the 5th fastest car. Here we are, 1 and 2. It begs belief. Right. Yeah, not dealing with that today, Mr. Kick Viewer. Them Kick Viewers that come in and say like, hello, great viewer, great streamer, your stream is really good. I will offer you, buy viewers off me and stuff, it annoys me. How many hours do I have on F1 24? I have 314. And, yeah, I've got about, I'd say just over 1,000 on F1 23, about 400-500 on F1 22, because let's be honest, that game was shockingly bad, even by modern standards. F1 2021, I don't remember playing it really, and yet I've got 1,400 hours on it, so I don't know. I think it's because that was the year I first got my wheel and my like sim setup, and I was just grinding the game because I thought I can actually drive a car now. But nowadays, I only really play this game when I'm either recording a video or I'm streaming, which to be fair is like 6 hours a day, so yeah. Anyway, that was a really, really solid race. The Williams swap round, fastest lap for me. What was my race pace like? I hope I was consistent-ish. I don't think I was, but let's have a look. Never mind. Never mind. That is really okay. I mean, that's 8... I don't know what happened on this lap. I was cooking. What's my best lap? I was quite early on in the race. It was lap 4. Okay. You know, a 21.8, 21 dead, 21.6, 21.6. It's okay. It's like I'll give it a 6 out of 10 on the consistency rating. The standings look like this. You do have to take with a little bit of a pinch of salt because... Actually, maybe not. Because now our car is actually good enough for winning races. I did win a race. I think I won 2 races back-to-back. I think it was Imola and Monaco way earlier on in the season. That's when our car was actually shockingly bad. But, yeah, Alex Albon, who had scored about 3 points in the first 9 races, has got 25 and an 18 back-to-back. So, I don't even know. But, yeah, that was pretty good. I think I will actually do a second... what's it called? A weekend! That's what it's called. I remember now. And we'll go from there. But that was very good. That was very fun. I enjoyed that. Monza's always a great race to... I can't talk. A great track to drive at. I feel like Monza, it's a very easy track to drive. Which means I can actually, like, drive a car consistently for more than, like, 10 laps. Usually, especially when I'm recording, I crash, like, once or twice a lap. It's really bad. And, oh no, that's not what I wanted to see, really. The next race is at Texas. I don't like that track at all. Actually, I don't mind, I don't know. You know, I'll do it anyway, but it's not my favourite track. Wow. Wowee, you're telling me that, you know, like 2 months ago past me, picked the calendar for this series and didn't pick Singapore. That's like my favourite track. Wow. Oh, duh, of course. Because this is a round Jenson button, I chose tracks that were on the calendar when he first started driving back in 2001. And then because that only accumulated to 14, I added in Vegas and Abu Dhabi. That makes a lot more sense. So that's why Singapore isn't here, because in 2001 and 2000, they didn't drive at Singapore. Makes a lot more sense. Can we do anything on the R&D? So this is what I mean. Actually, looking at that, it's not incredibly barbaric as to why we're winning races. We are pretty much equal with Mercedes and Aston, and only a little bit slower than McLaren and Red Bull. So it does actually make a lot of sense as to why we're suddenly really, really good and up the sharp end of the field. But yeah, just look at Alex Albon's results. Like, look, 8th, that's pretty good. All down in, like, you know, lower down, P14, 14, 16, 30, and then just 1, 2. That's so dumb. Okay, anyway. Let's do Texas. Why not? Why not? I think that's a good idea. Oh, wait, I forgot what... I forgot to do the upgrades. It's fine, don't worry. How much have I got? 777. Oh, I can't actually afford anything. Can I do anything here? Maybe a little discount? 50% off, maybe? Chance? Yes! Reshape combustion chamber. Don't know what it means, but I've done it. I never actually touched the durability department because I don't really see the point of the durability part of the R&D. Because, I mean, I have mechanical faults turned off purely because I feel like, say if I'm recording a video or doing a live stream and my car blows up on lap 3, my stream's going to be like 30 minutes long and it's a bit dead, and my video will be about 8 minutes long. But even with the mechanical faults off, I can get through a whole season with only 2 parts. That is probably because I only do a 16 race season, but even then, why don't they just make the wear higher? I'm not too sure, but anyway. Also, what's this objective? Drive 0 kilometers. That's actually difficult. Yeah, let's do that. I think that's a good thing to do. Reach 280 for more than 30 seconds. Yeah, I can do that, especially down the back straight. I could probably do that, and then we'll do that. Okay, nice. That should be everything sorted. Lovely. Let's get to Texas. I don't actually know what difficulty to run. I do not have a clue. I remember running quite a low one, like 104, 105, but we'll see. I'll keep it on what it is, and we'll see how I get on in the qualifying, and obviously I'll lower it in the race if I need to. I've got another upgrade as well. Wow, we are cooking. Oh my goodness. Look at that VPC, if you want to call it that. There is 5 teams who are equal, and then Red Bull a little bit further on. So basically, there is a slight chance that there could be 12 cars fighting for a win. Right, yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, perfect sense. Let's do that then. My goodness, how does that happen? Imagine that in real life F1. What's the most we've ever had? 4, isn't it, this season? Although, to be fair, usually, in this season, like, the Mercedes or the Ferraris don't win when the Red Bulls and McLarens are all so fast. It's usually when they're struggling a little bit. Whereas this, there is genuinely that many cars that are that quick. Unreal. Yeah, so we'll keep it on 107 difficulty. We'll see how we... Oh, wait, sprint weekend. Brilliant. I can actually use that to find up difficulty. Perfect. Okay, nice. That's exactly what I wanted, really. Lovely. Let's... Oh, yeah, I forgot it was raining. I'm not too bad in the wet. I wouldn't say I'm up there, but I can definitely drive in it. Of course, sometimes the AI actually bring along, like, rain setup. I forgot to... forgot to change my setup. I actively just forgot to apply my setup. What a moron! It's alright, don't worry about it. Forget about it, it's fine. Equip Texas race. There it is. And we'll just leave it at that. Alright, we go again. Oh, what did that say? Wait, that start. Oh, weather change warning. What, is it going to get dry? Apparently it's going to get dry. Alright, that's fine with me. I'm only doing the 1 lap. Shouldn't matter too much, really, should it? I mean, if I'm only doing 1 lap, it's not like it's going to go from completely wet to completely dry in 1 lap. Although, no, in this game, that is actually entirely possible. Now, do I have the wheel bug? No! Oh, what a time to be alive. Alright. I'm actually going to change my brake bias down to, like, 54. I do use ABS, because I can't really be arsed driving without it. It's just way too much concentration, to be fair. And, yeah, when we're doing fuel management, okay, cool. Let's do that then. Grip is very nice. And we're away. Into turn 1 is a little bit scary because you don't really know exactly when to brake. Although I am in interconditions, so I should be able to brake pretty much at the corner. For some reason, the driving line makes you brake a lot earlier than you can, where it tells you to. It doesn't force you to. Unless, of course, you use braking assist, which, of course, I don't. Oh, this is very, very scary. And I've completely forgot about saving fuel. I'm more so just driving quickly to sort of learn the track a little bit. That's all I'm really doing. I'm not even taking any sort of attention to the fuel management, and I'm still doing pretty well. As long as I get it in the green, I honestly don't care, to be honest, if it's in the green. Like, as long as it's not red, it's fine. And actually, it has completely changed condition. It has actually gone to dries. Nice. Okay, that's brilliant. Let's do a big fuel save there. There we go. Cut the corner a little bit. Be really careful on the rears, because the rears are very dodgy. For some reason, the rears just wear so much more than the fronts in the wet. I reckon it's just because you're putting a bit more RPM through them when you can't grip them up and they just spin and then they lose grip. I guess that's all I can really think of. I'm not very technically smart. Still cooking around the big U-bend. A little bit of fuel save through there. Very nice on the exit. Get into the final corner. And that is lovely. That's beautiful. Oh, that's really annoying. I missed out on purple saving by, like, a millisecond. That's really cringe. That's actively frustrated me. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's annoyed me. Right, so we've done that. So let's do probably race strategy next. I don't if it's dry. Wait, why am I doing? Why am I doing it on softs? Do I not have mediums? You don't get a set of mediums for practice at a sprint weekend. Right, oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely. I hate sprint weekends so much. I say it so often, but I really do. Right. Goy Games, thanks for following on the old kickers. And another Argentine viewer. That's a bit odd. That's quite rare. But I welcome it. Thank you for following. I wonder if anyone thinks I'm a bit, you know, what's like a PG word? Think I'm a bit up here because I'm just randomly talking to a different live chat. For those that don't know, I am currently streaming on 4 different platforms. So, yeah, I'm streaming on Kick, Twitch, YouTube Shorts. Trying to hit 1.4k on YouTube by the end of the year. I'm about 42 subs off, which is going to be extremely difficult in just over a month, but I believe we can do it. If I make enough videos, we can definitely do it. And, ooh, I'm liking the feeling of this car through Sector 1. That is really nice. I don't think I'm very quick, but it feels nice, and honestly, I don't care about the speed of my car. As long as it feels good, then that's fine. I also wasn't using anywhere near enough ERS as I should be, because I was at 100%. That's when you know there's a problem. Now, I'm going to try and brake a little bit earlier and then cut the corner short. I don't even know if that's faster than just taking the corner normally, but I might as well do it anyway because I see all the pros do that. And I always follow the pros because they are the best. I was actually quite close to being a pro once at Silverstone Time Trial on F123. I was 3/10 off Thomas Ronghar, which I don't think that's too bad, really. I turned off ABS for that, and I had manual gears, so I was driving on the same assists that they do. I was only I think I was like 3.5 tenths off. I reckon that's pretty good. Do you know what I mean? I think that's actually very, very, that's a commendable effort. Of course, every other track I'm multiple seconds off, because at Silverstone, I was prepping for a league race, and I thought, for a fun experiment, what if I actually train and practiced for a league race? And I was going to make a video when I drove 1,000 laps of Silverstone, I got this much faster or something, but I sacked it off in the end, but I still did about 300 laps, and that's probably why I got so quick around there. I think that's the most I've driven at any time trial track, because apart from that, I mean, on this year's game, I've spent about 15 minutes in time trial. I just really don't like time trial, to be honest. That whole, like, trying to go as quick as possible, I don't really see the point. I'd rather just do career mode, you know what I mean, in actual races. But I was thinking of doing a YouTube series where I try and beat, well, not try and beat, I try and get within the top 5% of, like, all the time trial leaderboards and just see if that is even possible, which it should be, because I did it in F123. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to actually commit to that series yet. It's obviously going to take a lot of effort, because it's going to be a lot of driving to actually beat those lap times and get to the top 5%, but I don't know. Not too sure. We'll see. Out the final corner. It's very oversteery, but that is probably because it's just turned dry and we need to grip the track up a little bit. One thing I'm concerned about is the fact that I'm not really dropping this Sauber. You know, I'm on low fuel soft tyres and I'm not really getting rid of this geezer. That is slightly concerning. Is that indication that my race pace is a bit on the crap side? I'm not entirely sure. Don't know. Do not know. Answer still processing. Yeah, this geezer's quicker than me. Not by much, but they are. So that is not what you want to see, really. I'm sure it's fine. It's only practice. Bear in mind, during practice 1 at, last time out of Monza, Albon, in practice, was half a second quicker than me a lap. And yet in the race, I was quicker than him. So it really doesn't matter, practice. All that matters is, you know, the actual race pace. And to be honest, this car feels very, very nice. I reckon my race pace is going to be quite good. But I could also be completely wrong. I'm not entirely sure yet. Now, can I be bothered doing 5 laps? I think I can, but it does mean I'm going to be here for even longer. Keep in mind, I usually stream about once every 2 weeks for an hour and a half. And I've already been here for nearly, probably over 2 hours now. Because I'm doing 2 race weekends. I will, of course, always only do 1. But, of course, I was streaming last weekend, doing watch-alongs of all of Brazil. And it was just incredibly fun. Of course, the next F1 race isn't until November 21st, I believe. So 2.5 weeks away now. So I suppose now I can grind streams on F1 24 and also just make a load of videos. I want to aim for 1 video a day at least, if I can 2, and then a stream every other day or something like that. Just absolutely cook with content, because I feel like the main reason that I'm not really growing as quickly as others on this platform and other platforms is because I just don't upload enough or stream enough. I mean, before today and my watch-alongs, like I said, like you go back on my VODs, it's like you got my watch-alongs, which I always do, apart from between Silverstone and Singapore, I didn't do any because I actually lost interest in F1 and I had a month off YouTube where I didn't upload. I've been uploading twice a day or once a day for the last year. I think when did I actually start? It's been nearly 2 years now. It might actually be 2 years tomorrow since I started. And yeah, I need to upload more. I need to do more streams, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Although, to be fair, my leg is really hurting. So maybe I'm not built for long streaming. I also need to get back on playing ranked on this game. Because even though it's a bit boring, because, well, ranked isn't... It's not the perfect game mode, it is very flawed. Yeah, it's still just sometimes fun. Especially when, you know, people drive into you. It's always fun when that happens. And of course, there's just some funny moments and it's just a nice little hangout session. Whoa! What was that? I'm surprised I even held that, but that was a crazy snap over... A snap of oversteer. Hang on, has someone gone off? Nearly. There's an Aston Martin behind that's almost gone off. Right, I need to, use a lot more overtake up the main straight and also down here because I'm always at 100, so let's work on that. Off we go. Let's go to about 75 and see how that does. And boom! That was almost perfect braking. And a very, very solid exit. Thank you. This car is just sensational. I don't know what it is, but it just feels different than any other car I drive. Whether it's my Haas in my Haas to Glory series, whether it's the McLaren in my Ayrton Senna series, whether it's my Team car, whether it's my own personal driver career in the Sauber. This car is better than all of them, at least in the feeling. I hate oversteery cars. I want understeer, but this is perfectly balanced. I love it. And there you go, optimal pace. I don't think my pace was actually that strong. If we look at the race director, as you can see, Alex Albon is there. On the soft tyres at a 33.1. I did a 34.0. Although, to be fair, I think Albon is doing... I think that's a quali run by Albon. I think that's his first race one, which is a 34.2. Meanwhile, I'm doing, Oh, what's that drop-off? 34-0, 35-0. Let's have a look. So, 3 attempts in Sector 1, 3 attempts in Sector 2, 3 attempts in Sector 3. Right, so it's actually quite evenly balanced. I'm just really bad in all 3 sectors. Right, that makes sense. That's perfect. Right, so we do Quali Sim, get that out of the way, and then we go into Sprint Qualifying. What time is it? It's 4:30. Oh my Jesus. Yeah, this is a long stream. Longest stream I've done in a very long time. I think the longest ever stream I've done on this game is 3.5 hours. Oh, wait. Oh. Do you know what? I've just clocked. I did race strategy on the softs, which means my softs are now absolutely cooked, which means I can't do the Quali Sim because I'm not quick enough. So I suppose we can't do Quali Sim, so we'll just have to go into the sprint with a little bit less practice than I'd like. Although it isn't really the practice I'm concerned about, it's just I get less resource points because there isn't a second practice. Okay. I don't know exactly what the difficulty is going to be like. I mean, my race pace seems okay, so I might just leave it on what it is. And then I'll just see what it's like after the sprint. Although, what's the sprint's weather going to be like? Is it raining? Let's have a look. Load. Okay, so sprint quali, half rain, half dry. Rest of it is dry. That's fine with me, to be honest. Nice sunshine is good. Wet races, I don't mind, but I have to be alone. Like, not streaming or recording to drive in the wet because it takes that much more concentration. When I'm actually trying to commentate and stuff, it's very difficult. So, okay, so the first part of quali is going to be dry. Now, of course, because of the way sprint weekends work, I don't know why it works like this. I don't know if it's designed to cause upsets or something, but you have to do SQ1 on medium tyres. You only get the 1 set, which means I will only get 1 lap to get through. And if I don't get through, obviously I'm out. But then if I do get through, I'm allowed to use softs again. So, it's a little bit of an odd system, to be honest. I think I can also get away. Oh, wait, my fuel. Oh, I might have bottled this. Go! That'll do. Alright, to spam that. Please tell me I can get out in time. I know it's cringy, but actually, no, it's not cringy. If I don't make it, I will just suffer the P20 because it's only the sprint. If it was a Grand Prix qualifying, I would have restarted the session. But since it's only a sprint, maybe the first attempt might not be too bad. Let's see. Am I going to make it? It's going to be extremely close. I think I can. But yeah, like I said, extremely close. Go on. Oh, it's going to be so tight. Go on. I was nowhere near. Right, so I've messed that up. Brilliant. That's good. What an absolute bottle job. I'm like Lando Norris. I'm like Arsenal. You know. Right, so Alex Albon finishes P7 in Q1, so he's safely through. And I'll be starting P20 for the sprint race. But hey, that's not an awful thing. Because it's only a sprint, it doesn't mean anything in terms of points or position or anything. And I can now go for a last to first and just have some fun. Before we get into the dirty business, which is of course Grand Prix qualifying and the race. Which is of course very important. I won't mess that up. I need to get out at 2 minutes 35 at the latest. Honestly, if I didn't spend that extra 5 to 10 seconds making sure my fuel was okay, I would have made it. But yeah, that's unfortunate. But sprint race, it's only 7 laps. How am I supposed to make places up in 7 laps? Oh my goodness, okay. Let's just see what I can do, I suppose. It's also a bit gloomy. 8 laps of fuel, yeah, fine. 1 set of mediums. Let's do this thing. Here we go. Warm up the car, lovely. And we are off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Hey, that's my name. Awful start. I don't know why my starts on this game are so horrendous. They just are. Into turn 1, they're going 4 wide. I'm going to do this. This is ingenuity. It's not really well. No, it has worked. I'm being hit into. Leave me alone. Oh, my goodness. Magnussen, what have you done there then, lad? Like, honestly, what have you done that for? You've just completely ruined our races there at the start for no real reason. You've just driven into me, lad. I probably did cut him off, to be fair, but it's just... if I blame it on someone else, it isn't my problem, and that's the mindset I live with. So, there you go. Oh, car is awful. Very skiddy. Alright, let's go for a dive bomb on Magnussen. Get my revenge on the Danish man. Quality. Now, what's my straight line speed like? Can I go for a dive bomb on Valtteri Bottas? Absolutely I can. Here we go. Hot lap on. He's expecting it, to be fair. Down the inside, trying to avoid hitting Hulkenberg. Woo! That was close. Actually, round the outside of Hulkenberg. Go on. Go on, baby. Oh, yeah. What a move. That is very improvisationally. I'm inventing words every minute at the moment. Right, lovely. Up 3 places off the start. Well, the first lap. Which, to be fair, ain't much of an achievement because it's only 7 laps. And there's a nice little fight going on here that I might be able to pick off drivers. Esteban Ocon down the inside of the final corner. That's looking like a nice move. Make it stick. Get the exit. Lovely. Next up is Zhou Guanyu. I'm going to use a lot of overtake. And I'm going to send it into turn 1. Here we go. In we go. Lovely stuff. I am making some serious moves on the exit of turn 1. Let's see if there's a move on Stroll. Round the outside. Here we go. Get in there. Oh, I've gone off track. I should probably let him back by, but honestly, I don't care. If someone in chat begs me to, then I will, if they're that angry about it. But honestly, I don't really care enough, to be honest. I really don't. I know it's like a bit cringy, but I just don't. So we move. Next target is Daniel Ricciardo, followed by his teammate Tsunoda. Of course, DRS is now enabled. So let's try and get past one of them. Maybe I can get past Tsunoda. Maybe I can get past both here. Let's see. There's Ricciardo. Round the outside is Tsunoda. Round the outside again. Oh, look at that. Take a bit of a wider line because there is a car on the inside. Double overtake. Bosh. Okay, race pace is very, very nice in this thing. I'm all gripped up. I'm feeling fan-bleeding-tastic. Now, of course, if I was fighting for points, I'd be like, oh, P10 is possible. But that's not points. So, yeah, obviously points is P8 in a sprint. Although I came up with a pretty good revitalized point system. Give P12 to the winner, and then P9, not P9. I just said P12 to the winner. Duh! Give 12 points to the winner, and then 9, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's still 8 point scorers, but it's a lot more worth it. Because, you know, like, winning the sprint race is the equivalent to finishing P6 in the Grand Prix. It's just so much more effort for such a less reward. Although I suppose you are driving a lot less laps, but I don't know. I feel like they need to give more points for the sprint. It needs to be rethinked. I've also noticed that my race pace has stalled massively, and I'm now struggling to gap Ricciardo, and not really catching Gasly all that much. And as you can see, Albon's only 3 seconds up the road. Our pace has fallen off dramatically. As I predicted, I said as soon as we get to a track that uses a lot more downforce, we'll struggle a little bit, and that is exactly what is happening. Oh, that's going to be close. Oh, kept it on track. Nice. Let's just try and defend from Ricciardo, honestly. P12 is still a good result from P20. And, you know, compared to my teammate, the race pace seems okay, so it's fine. If this was a Grand Prix, I'd be a little bit annoyed and I'd be pushing on, but yeah, it's a sprint, don't care. Get me round. I realise how knackered my voice is going to be after this. 2 hours recording this morning, as soon as I woke up, because, you know, we're on that grind mindset. Bow. I don't know what hand gesture I'm doing. And now I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours, doing more talking. Fantastic. But you know, it's all for the passion. And I cannot catch Albon right now. In fact, he's pulling away from me. Come back, Alex, please. I need a teammate. Ricciardo has a teammate backing him up, following him around. Like a little pet dog. I wish I could. I suppose I'm that to you, to be fair, but I'd like to catch up at least. That would be nice. Can I catch up, please? I don't think I can. And Ricciardo is lively. I don't like a lively Ricciardo. That is dangerous. Very, very scary stuff when you got an angry honey badger coming for you. Of course, their main defense characteristic is to bite off a person's plums. And I don't want that, so I will be defending as hard as I can from him. Whoa! Big snap of oversteer. Can I keep it together? Yes. Did I actually lose any time to that? Not really. I was like a 10th. But it does seem that my car is extremely oversteery, which is a problem because, like I said earlier, I hate oversteer in cars more than anything in this game. I cannot stand oversteer. And I seem to have quite a large amount of it, so that is not going to bode well for this Grand Prix. Do I need to lower my brake bias? No, it feels okay. Tyre wear? Very, very, like, equal. So that's always good. There's not one specific tyre that's just dying out on me. They're all quite the same. 16, 14, 16, 15. So that's good. And now we push on. Oh, scary. Oh, that was such a bad line through there. I've always been crap through there. Like, I take the first part way too aggressively without thinking about the second part's, like, apex, and I just lose time through there. But I'm sort of matching Albon now. I'm still losing about 2 or 3 tenths a lap, so I might lower the difficulty by 1. But then apart from that, this is fine. I mean, yes, I've gone from P1 to fighting for P12, but so is Albon. Basically, wherever Albon is, I will be near him or ahead of him. And of course, if I had a normal qualifying... Oh, that's not worked. If I had a normal qualifying, I would also be even closer to him. But yeah, starting from P20, I think I've done pretty well. And why is there still this plus 2 laps? It feels like I've been here for far too long. How long's the race? Oh, that's going to be knackering. I'm going to be so tired after this. But I don't mind. I'm having a great time. Actually having fun on this video game for once. Which is quite rare, to be honest. Which is a shame, really, that I based my entire content on this franchise when the game isn't actually that fun or good. But F1 and the F1 games are the only games that I've never been bored of. As in, I have tried to make content on games like Rocket League. I did that for a few months. I've made content on Apex Legends for a few months. And I get bored of the game I'm playing and end up sacking it off. Whereas this, I've played it for like 4 or 5 years and I've never been bored of it. So that's why I make content on it. But that's because I like F1 so much. So, yeah. Cool, I need to use a lot more ERS here. Let's just dump it down the straight, why not? There we go. And look at this nice little trail of blue we've got. We've got an Alpine, followed by Albon, followed by Gasly, so that's Ocon, Albon, Gasly, me, and then Ricciardo Tsunoda. So it's just a load of blue on the track map. That's quite fun. Don't actually like the colour blue. I'm a very orange kind of guy. That's why my YouTube channel is covered in orange. The banner, the profile picture, everything. I love a bit of orange. I love a bit of lime as well. My bedroom used to be completely painted lime, and it was basically impossible to sleep in because it was such a bright colour. It looked awful. I'm glad I just went back to normal and just stuck with white. It's very nice. Final lap of the race. Lap times are shocking, although we're only about a second off start of the race pace, so it's not awful. And like I said, the car feels okay. It's very snappy and oversteery, but honestly, it's not bad at all. Definitely, like, drivable. I'd say Monza was peak driving, but this ain't bad at all. Like, this is fine. I'm actually starting to catch Gasly a little bit here. Go on, car. I've got DRS. Look at that. Don't tell me there's a final lap overtake on. I think I'm a little bit too far back. Definitely too far back, but, you know, good effort. Wait, hang on. No, it isn't. I'm not far back at all. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Final lap of the race. And I've got past Gasly to take P11. Let's go. Where did that come from? That straight line speed was nuts. I reckon the AI must have been burning through their ERS throughout the race. Meanwhile, I've been saving it too much. And the result of it is on the final lap, I was so astronomically faster than Gasly. And I've actually managed to catch up to my teammate by about a second. So Verstappen wins. But honestly, I am very happy with that performance. 7 laps, P20 to P11. An overtake on the final lap. That is very good. I loved it. 7 out of 10. Decent. Of course, if I didn't muck up qualifying and I actually started like P14, P15, I might have scored points. But it's all hindsight, really. Driver of the day. Lovely. And yet, I'm still not done. Oh, you know what? I don't mind. Of course, we've still got... oh, sorry, I've just punched my mic. We've still got normal qualifying to do, and then we have the Grand Prix, which I'm looking forward to. What are my lap times like? Consistent? Very consistent, just slow. 34, 4, 6, 4, 6, dead. That's very good. But it's literally the same as Albon, realistically. So, race pace is actually really nice. That's good. I like that. Might actually do the difficulty on what it's on. I feel that if I do 106, which is 1 lower than what I'm doing, I'll start, like, gapping Albon, and I don't really want to do that, but I might just do it. I don't know. Do I lower the difficulty by 1? Because, yes, he was quicker than me, but I was P20. What was my gap at the end? What's that? 3.6. I will lower it by 1. I might quickly take them a 5-minute break. I'll just sort of sit here and talk bollocks for like 5 minutes just to give my body a rest. I mean, I'm not the slimmest lad in the world. I'm morbidly obese, to be honest. And because of that, my legs and arse start really hurting after long driving sessions. I remember once I did like a 4-hour race of Spa or something on Gran Turismo 7, and like 3 hours in, I was completely numb. It was really, really bad. So yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, really? Oh. That's a pleasant surprise. I've only actually been live for 1 hour and 48 minutes. I thought I was approaching the 3-hour mark. I suppose that weekend at Monza just was a lot quicker than I expected. Alright, cool. That's fine. Get my chats back up, because there is 5 things to look at. Lovely. Alright. I think we're ready now. Completely dry quali, and of course it's normal quali, so I do get my normal amount of tyres. I still think I'm only going to go for 1 lap, because I feel like I can get the pace down, you know? I don't think I need a second run or a first run. I don't think I need 2 runs to sort of get a banker and get, like, learn the track or whatever you want to say. I feel like I can just go out there and put a decent lap in without any practice. So that's what we're going to do. This time, no, I'm not going to go out too early. 2 minutes 40 is what we're going for. And, yeah. So let's wait to there. So what's Albon done? Albon is currently P9 with a 32.4. So that's the lap time we're going for. The knockouts is going to be a 32... So if I get I need a 32.7 to get out of Q1. A 32.4 to beat my teammate. Those are the stakes. Is my fuel nice? Yes. Oh, shit. Oh, no, I've bottled it again. Oh, okay, I should be fine. But I almost bottled it again. That would have been funny, but really annoying as well, to be honest. Alright. There is a McLaren in front of me, but that's fine. Oh, I've got the wheel bug. Look at the wheel bug. I turn my wheel 180 degrees, and that's how far it turns. And I've also just ruined an Aston's lap. But don't worry, we'll use the flashback option. Yeah, that's the wheel bug. It's still a thing since the game dropped. I don't know what it is or why it happens, but it's very, very annoying. It happened once on a red flag restart, and it was extremely painful, but we moved. I am completely blocking Checo Perez here. I apologise, my favourite driver, but that's fine. And we go. He should stop his lap now. That should be his lap done. So, here we go. Into turn 1. I'm going to brake there. That felt pretty bang on. No, it was actually very late. That's fine. If I get a nice exit, which I do, we're okay. Right. Remember, 32.7 is what I need to get through at the moment, unless everyone improved. That's the lap time I need, and the car is very squirrely. Hate it a lot. I'm 2 tenths up through Sector 1. That's very nice, but that was actually very poor. That's fine. There's a McLaren in front of me, and I can get a very nice slipstream. So that's good. Go. Right. Dump it. Dump everything. Go. McLaren, please move. I don't know which one you are, but move. 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 I'm going to have to go around the out. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Ugh. That was pretty good. Albon, get out of the way, mate. I'm on a hot one here. Fastest Sector 2, by the way. I'm cooking. I think I can even have a pretty mediocre Sector 3 and I'll still be fine. But here we go. This lap is definitely good enough to get through. So, thank you, Albon. That was a very nice move maneuver. Do you like that? That was good. I thought that was really funny. Around the final corner. And that should be more than good enough. 31.6. So almost a second faster. Bow! There it is. P1, I'm back. I thought that after the sprint race we had fallen off, but no, we are so back. Half a tenth up on Verstappen. Albon is also safely through. Not as competitive as he was last time out at Monza or at Spa, but P11 still good, safely through by 0.3 of a second. That's nice. And the cutoff actually went down to a 32.4. It's lucky that I actually went way faster than that, to be honest. And now we move on to Q2. El Gorzano. Hello, mate. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Q number 2. Here we go. Should also get through very, very easily. If I got through by 0.8 of a second in Q1, I should be fine. I still will need to put in a good lap, but I'm saying I've easily got the pace for it, do you know what I mean? So yeah, what actually is the pace right now? It's Albon on the cutoff. Ooh, Albon on the cutoff. That's a bit scary. I didn't even look at what lap time he'd done. Alright. Well, if I do the same as what I just did, which was a 31.6, I'm fine. So that's all that really matters, to be honest. Hello, Aston. I am completely blocking you, Lance Stroll, but I don't really care, mate, to be honest. I lost interest. Alright, Q2, 1 lap, Q3 time, let's go. Boom! 25.1 through the first sector is what I need to beat. That's not brilliant, to be honest. Round turn 1, that was a lot better than my Q1 turn 1. The exit was a lot better as well, so that is already a decent amount of improvement from my Q1 time. And then, of course, it's flat through these first 3. And then a slight lift through here. And then another slight lift. And then tap into the breakage, ride the curb. Get the exit. Oh, that was very nice. Did I just hit the fastest Sector 1 as well? That was very nice. Be careful of oversteer. That was... oh, that's just beautiful. And dump it. Let's dump it. Go, go, go. Right, Albon, can you move, please? One absolute legend. Thank you very much. Brakes a little bit too early, but we can use the inside line there, so it's not the end of the world. Very solid exit as well. Fastest Sector 2. Oh, I'm on one today. I'm seriously on one. You wouldn't believe it. Go, go, go. Beautiful. Through the long U-bend, the horseshoe, whatever it's called. And yeah, this lap is easily good enough to get through. I'm just trying to get P1 for clout reasons and flex reasons. And that should be it. 31.4, so I actually improved by 0.2. And I don't even get the P1. Alright, lovely. But I am through. However, is Alex Albon through? Go on! No, Alex! Oh, Alex! Alex! Really? You miss out by just under a 10th. Oh, that's just unlucky, really, isn't it? Did he even improve on his second run? Did he improve? No. Had a stinker. Lost 700ths in Sector 1, a 10th and a bit in Sector 2, and a 10th and a bit in Sector 3. 2 tenths and a bit in Sector 3. That's really poor from Alex. Wow. Unlucky. Unlucky. But the game's the game. So I finish P2, 31.4, only a 10th off Max Verstappen, and I am now a solo, trying to bring it home for the Williams boys. We got a 1st and 5th, and then a 1 and 2, and now Albon's starting 11th. So I need to get in the top 3 or 4 here and try and bring home a good result for the boys. But it's going to take a lap similar to what I just did, a 32.4, to get in that top 4 or 5. Which I should be able to do, it's just, it will take the perfect lap. But I'm good at doing the perfect lap, so I should be fine. Starting to wear a lot. I'm falling to pieces right now. Who are you guys? I can let you both buy, to be fair. Now I've got a nice clear track ahead of me. Lovely. And I've got the time as well. Oh, I love Q3. When there's just no one else on track and you can actually have a nice gap and drive the Formula 1 car. Here we go. Let's see what the lad can do. Boom! Here we go. I'm going to take a risk here. I'm going to lower my brake bias a little bit. Into turn 1. Pretty much bang on the braking. Get round. On the exit. That was really nice. A little bit of overtake on the exit as well. Very, very good. And now, of course, flat through the first 3. A little bit of a lift through there. Another little lift. On the brakes. Ride the curb. On the exit. That was very nice. I'm cooking. On the brakes. Into the heavy braking zone. That was really good on the exit. Little bit of snappage, oversteer as well, but I did oversteer onto a curb, so it's fine. We keep going. There's a McLaren in the way. The McLaren gets out the way, but it's still a bit dodgy because I've now got a brake on the outside. The Mercedes goes to the outside, completely blocks me off there. Stop, move! Oh, that's completely ruined me there. Fastest Sector 2 for Fat Crim. I am absolutely flying. Little bit too late on the brakes. Get on the throttle. Round the outside. Use a bit more overtake here. Nice. Swinger into the penultimate corner. Big snapper oversteer, but we're fine. Into the final corner. A bit late on the brakes, but it's fine. Out the final corner. Boom! Come on! Bosh! That might have been the last straw for my voice, but wow! That is unreal. Where has that come from? That was, what, 6? No, that was half a second quicker than my Q2 time. I know that lap was pretty good, but blimey, half a second up? I'm gonna have to clip. I don't have enough storage. Well, how have I run out of storage? Right, I guess we're not clipping that. I'll have to go back to the Twitch VOD and do that. I want to do a little, like, good lap versus great lap thing they used to do on the F1 channel, because I think that's quite cool. But yeah. Whew. I had a lot of adrenaline there. That was crazy. 24.6, 24.8, 26, 36.2, 36.3, 29.9, 29.8. So by Sector 3, excuse me, is still lacking. But my sector 1 and 2 is so good, it doesn't matter. That is crazy. And now I've got a whole Grand Prix to do. Can't wait. I ain't gonna lie, I'm definitely fatigued now. But we move, we do it. I'm gonna bring the footy back up. I think that's a wise thing to do. And yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's score some points. Some big points for the team. Let's hope that Alex can fight back as well and get back into the points. And yeah. Bow. Alright, fuel load, get that down. Strategy, we're going to come in a lap earlier. And I think my downforce is okay. So, if we're all ready. Usually, I only do one race weekend on these streams. But no, I've done 2. This is my second race today. I've done 3 qualifying sessions, 2 whole practice sessions, 1 full race. And here I am for my second full race. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. No wheel bug. Overtake on. Rev the car up. Here we go. Oh, the lights went out pretty quick, but it's a very nice start. Although Sainz is an absolute flyer. Verstappen's had a stinker into turn 1. I have managed to hold the lead. Over the curb, I've gone a bit wide. That opens up for Sainz. No, we're okay. Okay. Relax. I've locked it. We are good. Now I can keep the overtake off through here because you can't overtake. And that is the main thing today. I need to make sure that I save as much ERS as I can so I can defend down the back straight. But I am vibing and we are away. Lovely. Good start. It was actually one of my better starts on this year's game. I just sort of bottled turn 1 a little bit. But I held the lead, so it's okay. I'm actually going to increase my brake bias back up to 56. Now here comes Carlos Sainz. What can he do? He's got the slipstream. Definitely has the battery for it. Here he goes. He's going to go for it, actually. I didn't think he would. Oh, no, he's decided not to. You know what? I am not against that. I am perfectly happy with you not going for it, to be honest. That is fine with me. How many laps is it? 20. Oh, jeez. And this is a race longer than Monza. Like, the lap times are longer. Oh, my goodness. You know what? Don't think about that. Let's just drive the Formula 1 car. Still got 80% of battery left, so that's really nice. And we're away. Perfect start, really. Kept the lead. Didn't, use too many, resources. Rubber toes come online. I've got the fastest lap. It's all pretty good, really. Alright, I need to brake later into turn 1 because Sainz was actually, surprised by how early I braked. Or maybe he's just got better brakes. He might just do, to be fair. I also get the early impression that I'm going to have someone right behind me this entire race. I'm not going to have a moment to relax. It's just going to be constant pressure, constant hounding. And, yeah, that's going to be obviously difficult. But I'll try my best. Now at this point, I need to start avoiding the slipstream of Sainz because he's got that DRS, but there's not much I can do. But look at my straight line speed! Oh, that is really good. I used about 20% overtake, and I've managed to keep the position, so I could probably only use about 10 to 15 and still keep the place. That is really, really nice to know. So now it's just a race all about management, really. Unreal. Now, the tyre wear shouldn't be too bad throughout this race. I should be able to stay very consistent without massive snaps of oversteer creeping in. You can also start to hear my voice going slightly because I've basically not shut up all day, which is very rare for me. But that's fine. Fastest lap. Carlos is going to get a little bit close. I'm going to use a bit of overtake. I might actually have to cover off the inside here, and I'm going to. He's later on the brakes, but I have that inside line, so we're good. And we're off. for tour number 3 of this wonderful track. Here we go. Ugh. We got a long road ahead. We got a long road ahead. Still setting fastest sector 1 somehow. I don't know how I'm doing that, but I am. So that's promising at least. I am improving at pace. And now we go out the slipstream again. Now I'm going to try and use a bit less overtake here to defend from Sainz. I'm going to go down to about 80. That hasn't worked. Sainz going for it down the inside. Can I defend it? I'm going to try. Have to go round the outside. I should be better on the exit, but we are going to go wheel to wheel into the next corner, and I have that inside line, and I can be a little bit aggressive. Push Sainz off slightly, and I've kept that place fairly easily. So defending is going to be quite easy. But as you can see, in the bottom left of your screen, everyone is still bunched up. What that means is that my pace is actually really slow compared to everyone else. But because I'm defending and the cars are stuck behind me, they can't unleash their actual pace. So that's why there's like no field spread. Although there is a little bit going back to, I believe, Albon and a couple of the Hasses, which is not really what you want to see. You want to see Albon up there, really. But it's fine. I believe in the boy still. When are we actually stopping? Lap 8. Okay. So I'm halfway through the stint already. That's pretty good. I'm a fifth of the way through the race. Look at that. Still improving through Sector 1. Okay, right. Too much curbage. That's what that was. That's the earliest I've crashed today, but I don't know what you expect me to do. That was just too much curbage, really. But it's okay. We move. That was too late on the brakes there. That was bad. Go, go, Power Rangers! Use a bit more overtake earlier on and then just keep serpentining. Go, 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 go. Sainz going for it again. Gonna have to do the same thing. I was a bit earlier on the brakes that time. Get round, get on the exit, and then just sort of push him off, really. That's what you gotta do. Just barge him off as I get the inside line. And we carry on. Lovely stuff. Okay. Tyre wear is looking decent. By the time I stop, it will be about 30% wear, which isn't that bad. I should be able to drive semi-consistently with that kind of wear. We'll see, though. And we begin lap number 5. Boom! Now, is Sainz going to go for it into turn 1? I actually don't think he is, which is very, very nice. Thank you, Sainz. I appreciate that one, mate. So very much. And we're off. Whew. This is exhausting. The fact I'm not crashing on every single lap due to just a lack of focus is crazy. Like, I am locked right now. Alright, I guess not. I saw a notification on my phone. I clicked the power button. Nothing happened, so I guess driving on your phone, or driving with your phone out, is illegal. Can I look at it now? I can. It's not even interesting. Brilliant. And I've actually built a little bit of a gap to Sainz now, so I shouldn't have to use any ERS. So that's nice. Lovely stuff. That is quite beautiful in a way. I am definitely a lot slower though. It's just lucky that I got the pole position with one of the best laps of this track I've ever driven. And that is lap number 5. Complete, but it was a bit of a dodgy finish over the line. Is that going to give Sainz a chance to go for it? I think he is, you know. If he goes down the inside of turn 1, it's over for me because of how much later he can brake. Lando Norris sets the fastest lap, 2 tenths quicker than me, which is proof that I am really slow because he's all the way at the back of the grid and he is setting those lap times, so it's a good thing that I'm pitting earlier so I can try and get the undercut, because the overcut wouldn't work because I'm just not quick enough. Where would I come out right now? 20th. Okay, good. I don't want to come out in traffic. And we're off again. Down the back straight. Still holding on nicely. Sainz is going to get close. I'm going to go down to 65 ERS. He's still going to go for this, isn't he? Here we go again. Round the outside. Nice move. Oh, oversteer. That's fine. Cut him off. And lovely. And we're away again. Might start talking a little bit less. That's because my voice is actually gone and I'm extremely tired, so yeah. That was a nice exit. Although my Sector 2 was really bad, because obviously Sainz was scrapping with me. Formula God! Number 1! The number 1 Formula God, the best Formula God. Thank you very much for following. Appreciate that one. What a mental stream today, eh? It's crazy how content creation works. I grind YouTube. Oh, I'm trying to do my monologue and I'm crashing. I grind YouTube all the time, and with moderate success, I go to Twitch and, like, no one ever chats. I think the last follow I got was about 6 months ago. The last person that typed in chat was, like, even longer. And here we are. You know, it's just a crazy day, really. My goat? No, you are the goat because you followed the Factory Twitch channel. Here comes Sainz again. I'm using a bit more overtake than I'd like, but it's alright. This time is different though because he's actually going to the outside, but now I can just push him off there. So that's actually better. Maybe I should just do that every lap instead. A little scary. Oh, my arse is on fire. What's a tire deg? We'll do one more. Go, go. Go, go, Power Rangers. And YouTube? What do you mean by and YouTube? YouTube's my main thing. Yeah, no, Sainz, we're not doing that today, mate. You little switcher back woke nonsense. We're not in the mood for that today. And I am going to stop this lap because I feel like it. Let's just do hot lap for the entire thing. I think that's a good idea. Might increase my pace by a tenth or two. And that's good. And the game is also encouraging that, so I'm only more happy to oblige. Go, go, go. And it's not made a single difference to my pace, because Sainz is actually closer to me. Lovely! Good, yeah, that's what you want to see. Oh, oversteer. That works out in my favour. I'm also subscribed on there. Oh, that's what you mean? Oh, that's just great. That's just lovely. Thank you. Legend. Alright, there we go. Drain the overtake. Nice one. Didn't help anything. Oh, well, these fireworks are still not going off, are they? It's been a week now, non-stop. I've barely slept. Crying out loud. Where are they getting them from? Go, 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 go. Right, let's see if anyone else stops. I hope not. But you never know. Nope, Sainz is out. Piastri's out. I just lost about a second there. Because I turned my pit limiter on a bit too early. That's my bad. Don't worry. That shouldn't be the end of the world. Good stop. Alright. Good. That's what I wanted, really. Whatever, comeback drive is now a thing. I'll be lucky if I'm even in the top 3 when everyone else stops. Good thing that I get a bit of DRS from Ocon, which means I can gain a little bit of that lost time back. And that's about it, really. I shouldn't have said, can I have a good stop? That jinxed all of it, do you know what I mean? Alright, stop fighting, stop resisting, give up, thank you, goodbye. I mean, the tyres feel great, so I should be able to set a pretty good lap time, but as I do spin, oh, brother. I can't concentrate anymore because I'm so tired. I've done 2 race weekends, for crying out loud. That's 3 today. That's 2 more than I normally do. It's fine. Alright, so we can see that the front runners have actually decided not to stop yet, which is somewhat beneficial to me because I can now do a second lap of the undercut. Bad news is I'll have more worn tyres by the end. But yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Who's that? Oh, wow, that's really poor. So there's Hamilton, there's Verstappen. And I was quite a way ahead of him before I stopped. Ooh. Well, at least I'm ahead of him. That's some achievement, I suppose. You know, beating Max Verstappen in the Williams Formula 1 car is pretty good. Went a bit too wide through there, though. I don't even know if I can hold on. They're going to have DRS. I don't have the most ERS in the world. And they're going to have full tanks. Oh no! Here we go. What can I do? Can I defend? No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, I can. No, I can't. Yeah, I can. Down the inside of Verstappen. Push him off. Nice bit of defending. It isn't going to help me too much with trying to undercut Sainz and whoever, but oh, through that corner, the oversteer is outrageous! It should be banned, realistically. Right, Albon's in. I'm going to lower the brake bias a little bit. I don't even know what that does, but it just feels right. Do you know what I mean? Alright, Sainz is also in, so let's see where I come out. Oh, I've banged that. Nearly. Around the outside of turn 1, there is Carlos Sainz. And I'm right behind the bastard. Come on. I should be able to get DRS and pass him here. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. £1 fish. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. £1 fish. £1 fish. Oh, yes. Yes. No. No, I've cut track limits there. I didn't even gain time. I lost time by doing that, to be fair. Alright, come on, car. Go. Go, 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 go. Give me the speed and power of the Williams machinery. Bye-bye, Chili Con Carne. I'm going around here, blood. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. And even with a 1.4 second delay on my pit stop and having to defend from Max Verstappen, I have retained P1. Holy moly. Now, keeping it is a completely different ball game. I've got a little less battery than everyone else. I've got more worn tyres than everyone else because I stopped 2 laps earlier. And to be honest, I stopped 2 laps earlier and didn't actually gain nothing. I actually lost something because I had to go and re-overtake Carlos Sainz. Here comes Carlos Sainz. He's going to the outside. If he ever gets that inside line, it's over for me. Unless I can re-overtake down the back straight, it's done. Lando goes half a second quicker than me on that lap, which is absolutely absurd. But fair play, bro is just the better driver, I guess. Not in real life, of course. He is absolutely stinky in real life. Nice. Not nice. Not nice. No. I am so finished. I'm so fatigued. My leg keeps cramping up. What you don't want during a race is your braking leg to cramp. But it keeps happening because I've been here for too long. Ugh. Brakes a little bit too early there. It's fine though, I had a really nice exit. Here comes Sainz. Gonna go down to about there on the ERS. He's going for it. Not enough though. And I keep the place again. Ugh. Try and avoid the oversteer. Nice. And again. Nice. Okay. There's still so many laps left. Not even joking, I don't think I can do this. I might actually just explode randomly on lap 16. Sainz on the attack again. Need to make sure, as long as he doesn't get the inside line, I should be okay. Because he brakes later, but without the inside line, he can't actually do nothing. So, yeah. We're going though. We're staying strong. Very good. Ugh, how many laps are left? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 7.5. Yeesh. Here comes Chili Con Carne. He actually gets past me. But I can fight back down the inside. Once again, I fend off Sainz. And I'll probably be doing that until the end of the race. Imagine I do all this effort and all of this perseverance and determination just to not win. That would be quite funny, to be fair. Okay. Keep taking way too much curb through there. That's what's doing me in through that corner. Turning in too early and taking too much curb and forcing oversteer. Alright, no inside line for you, so I survive. Very good. And we're off again. 7 more laps remaining. Imagine a Formula 1 sprint race, and I don't mean like a shorter race, I mean like a race that doesn't have laps, it's just point to point. That could go crazy, but then where would you put it, realistically? Like, is there a track that's long enough? Is there a road that's long enough? Putting blood, sweat, and beers just to lose would be funny. Beers. Beers. Here comes Chili Con Carne! No! Not today, my son. Lovely stuff. Boom! Once again, holding off. Top stuff. Top match attacks. I used to love collecting match attacks. It's just they cost so much now, it's just cringe. I just realised if I ever get, like, decent viewers on more than one platform, like, or just more like decent amount of chatters, I'm gonna be finished because I'm looking at 3 different live chats and trying to keep up with 3 of them right now is okay because like I get like 1 chat message a minute if I'm lucky. Even after the absolutely incredible 160 viewer Ben raid, like it's gonna be so difficult to keep up with, but that's a good thing. It's just, there's the thing I hate most about streaming is missing chat messages. Because I feel like people get the impression I'm just blanking them. And I don't like that. I don't want to miss chat messages. But so far, I haven't missed any, so that's good. Including the dodgy kick ones that try and get me to buy viewers or something. Or them ones, they come into my kick chat and they ask me to buy, like, graphic designs off them. I'm not being funny. I know my, like, profile picture is just my face. And my banners and stuff is just, like, bog standard. But I literally have a degree in graphic design. Like, I know what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that was scary. I'm holding on a lot better now. I don't know if Sainz's tyres are going a little bit, but he's not putting as nearly as much pressure as he was on me. Don't put the pressure on me. Right, turn in later. See, that works a lot nicer. There wasn't that awful oversteery snap because I took too much curb. Here we go then. 5 laps remaining. Are you immune to peanuts? No, Samuel. I'm actually allergic to peanuts. I'm the opposite of immune. I am very immune. Do you know what I mean? If I eat peanuts, I get like really bad shits. I get that when I eat cheese as well. Might be lactose intolerant, I don't know though. That was a lovely exit. Hang on. It's the pain that can make you punch something really hard. That was bad. Okay. Seating position readjusted. We continue. And look at that. I've barely used any ERS that lap. And I have defended. I don't even need to defend from sides. He didn't even catch up to me. That is just lovely, isn't it? And I can sort of feel my hard tyres just slipping away from me now. I'm getting oversteer at pretty much every corner. Rather than, you know, a couple specific corners. But we enter the final 4 laps. I've got a lot of the RS left. And I'm under less pressure than I was. So it's looking pretty good. I love how I improved in Sector 1. Oh no, wait, that's bad. That was almost a big problem. Like I said, as soon as Sainz get the inside line into turn 1, it's over for me. And he almost just did. Goldie gloves. These are not Goldie gloves. If you kicked a ball at me with when I was wearing these, especially if they're a mitre ball, my hand's coming off. They're thin. Like, there's barely any material on it. I don't even know what their purpose is. I just sort of had them. But I don't know what they're for. Because they're not like just like fashionable gloves. They might be cycling gloves, but I don't know. But they work very well as driving gloves, so that's fine. They're nice and thin, so I'm not restricted. And it keeps sweat off my wheel, which is why half of my wheel's fallen off is because of the sweat. I can't believe for like 2 or 3 years I used to drive without gloves on. Just barehanded, meaning that my whole wheel just fell apart because of the sweat. Go on, baby. Go on, girl. I'd kick a ball at you to go top bins. No, I'm actually a very good goalie. No, it's not because I'm so fat I cover the entire goal. I actually, like, I'm a good goalie. I think it's because I'm not scared to dive for the ball. But I'll let the ball smack me right in the middle of the face if it means keeping out the goal. But that's because I'm batshit insane more than anything. I'm not brave, I'm just a bit nutty. Let's make sure Science doesn't get this inside line again. Braked way too early there, but it's fine. Science actually going to stick it in round turn 1 there. How's he done that then? I'm going to have to push him off a little bit here. That is very bad. I'm going to have to put my ERS into none. Why did I say none? None. So I can actually have some to defend with. That was almost catastrophically bad. Because I don't know what Science pace is like when he's actually ahead of me. I just don't know. Go on! Nice exit. Have managed to build up a lot of ERS to play with. I'm going to have to use most of it though. There goes Science. He's going through. He's got more straight line speed than me. I've braked way later though. And I can now push him off. Lovely. Okay, once again, holding on for a hero. He's got to be strong. He's got to be fast. And he's got to be straight from the fight. I need a hero. 2 and a bit laps left. Anticipative mindset. I like it. Yes. I like diving for the ball. I also like football, but I'm crap at football, so goalie just makes sense because I don't really have to play. I just sort of sit there and save it. Alright, this is going to be quite difficult now. Sign's going around the inside, outside rather. I need to brake as late as possible, avoid the switchback. That worked. And then we hold on through here. And I have a plan in my head, but I can't be bothered explaining it because it would take too long, so I'm just going to deploy it and explain it on the way. Treat this lap as normal. Driving round at the speed of sound is what we do. 50% ERS should be enough. Really? Get in there. Very nice. On the exit. Boom! Off we go. Again. What wheel setup are you using? I have a Thrustmaster T300 base with a Thrustmaster open race wheel add-on or something like that it's called, and I don't know what my pedals are. They're just some pedals. And a moving chair, a rolling chair, so yeah, that's not good really. Oh, Sonoda's out. Unlucky G. Alright, final lap. Come on. Let's do this thing. Go, go. I would like to also point out the height disadvantage. You can dive for the ball, but sometimes not get to it. It's a good point. I mean, 5'7" is not really what you want for a goalie. To be honest. It's just not. Alright, so my plan here is to keep my ERS off throughout all of Sector 1, so from now, and just build up as much as I can and then dump it down the straight. If I just survive the back straight, I win this race, so that's what I'm doing. And what a win this would be. Although 40% is just not enough, really. I'm going to have to take some radical action here. That was not the radical action. Oi! Demigod fish! I didn't even know there was a demigod of fish. 10 Australian dollars, I think that is. Thank you so much. Only found this randomly, but already earned a new sub. Good vibes, keep up the amazing work. Much stuff from Australia. Absolutely lovely stuff. Thank you. Does actually mean a lot. And yeah, from Australia, that's really, really cool, actually. What time is it for you right now? Isn't it like 6 in the morning or something? Anyway, here comes Signs. I've run out of ERS. Down the inside, should be able to cover him off. And now I can vibe. I should win this race now. And yeah, given the evidence of today, getting the raid from Teammate Marduk, getting a donation, it's plainly obvious I need to be focusing on streaming more than making videos, because it's just better. But here we come. Penultimate corner. Big oversteer. I don't even care anymore. And it is over. Sue! Currently 1:30 AM. I thought it'd be quite early in the morning. Although, to be fair, I'm usually up all night, so... Wow. I can't believe that I just did 2 race weekends back-to-back and won both of them. That's, like, unheard of. It's already unheard of to do 2 race weekends. To go and win both of them? Alright, Monza was a little bit different. Monza, I was in control. That was just pressure. If I, like, made one little error, if I like, spun, I use a flashback. But if I, like, have an oversteer moment or something like that, I usually don't flashback, and I would have lost the place. Could it have been cleaner? Is that a picture of Christian Horner? No, it's a cardboard cutout of Max Verstappen. There he is. I mean, the lighting is obviously a bit stinky. That's why you can't really see him. Because I don't actually know where that reflection comes from. It's probably off my light, but I am investing in, like, an actual studio light soon. So hopefully you'll get the full perfect view of Max Verstappen. I might also cut his feet off, because he's a bit tall. So I might just chain his feet off and then he's just there. But I thought my setup is, well, my stream background is already quite basic. Oh, the one directly behind you. What, on the book? That's Jenson Button. That's his autobiography that's signed by him. I suppose from a distance it might look like him, if that's the only face behind me. But yeah, that's Jenson Button's autobiography. I've got his other book as well, the How to Be an F1 Driver, that's there. And yeah. And then, oh man, my room's covered in F1 stuff. I've got Lando Norris poster there, Max Verstappen poster I designed there. That's, I mean, no one knows this because you can't see behind me, but I made a Max Verstappen poster. It looks sick, but the only issue is that the car is actually Checo Perez in it, with his helmet and number, and I only noticed after I printed it, so that's just a mistake forever. We've got Max Verstappen poster, Checo Perez poster, both of which I designed, 2 signed Red Bull shirts, Michael Schumacher poster, 5 Model F1 cars, we've got 2, I don't even know, it's just full of F1 stuff, and I'm thinking of getting a neon sign of my channel name there, so my setup looks a bit nicer, but yeah, what a banging stream. You have joined the stream a little bit late because I'm going to finish up now, but to be honest, 2.5 hours is twice as long as I'd normally stream. Now, what I can confirm is that I will stream a lot more often now, because this is almost confirmed that it's what I should be doing, given the results of my streams today. Of course, it's not always about how streams perform in terms of viewers and stuff. I do just really like getting on and streaming. But yeah, Belter. Will I be back tomorrow? I have no idea. I think I need to give my voice a little bit of a rest. But 2 weekends, well, 2 race weekends. Monza, that was one of the best races I've ever done just because it was so clean. Every lap was so pristine and consistent. Here, not as much, actually pretty good. All in the 35s and then a 36 at the end, but I feel like this race was a lot more shithousery because I feel like if the AI actually overtook, they would have just left me in the dust. It's just because I was already on pole, so I can just defend. Whereas Monza, I actually had the pace to win. As you can see, Alex Albon just misses out on points by, what, half a second? That is tough. So the standings now look like this. I am second, behind Max Verstappen by 19 points. Constructors, we're third. Like, what, 30, 15, 21. That's it. Basic maths. I really should have stayed at school, but it's fine. 21 points off Ferrari. It's all pretty good, really. And, yeah, I'm going to give my arse a rest because, yeah, I'm fat and my arse hurts. And, yeah. Would it be safe to assume you're a Max fan? If not, what do you think? I am a Max fan, but I'm way more of a Checo fan. It's like, if you were to make a tier list of drivers that I like and dislike, it'll be like, it'll be two tiers. A tier and B tier. A tier, Checo Perez. B tier, everyone else. I don't dislike anyone. I don't particularly like anyone except Checo. That's it. But the Brazil GP was just nuts. I mean, I did a watch-along of it on here, streaming. So I was looking at live timing, which is like a map. It's got all the drivers going around, and you obviously I don't get to watch the actual race, but it was still brilliant looking at that. I feel like if I actually watched it, like the actual race on like Sky Sports F1, it would have been unreal. But yeah, one of the best races you're going to see, I reckon, for a very, very long time. Although, to be fair, this season has been one of the best for a very, very long time. 4 different teams that are winning competitive. It's just a shame that Checo has been utterly crap the whole way through. It's been very demoralising. But we move. Of course, we've got Las Vegas, November 21st. I'll be doing watch-alongs for all of that, even though it's at like 1 in the morning we do that. And yeah, that's all from me. It's finally time to live. I've not eaten all day. And this is the longest stream I've ever done on this game. It sounds like I've been on like a 3-day hike to some random place in the Philippines, but no, I'm just sat here playing F1. It's really not that big of a deal. But yeah, what an insane stream. Raid from Team at Marduk, that is like the highlight of my content creation journey so far, out of nowhere as well. Like I said, in the last like 6 or 7 months, I've only received like 1 Twitch follow and maybe like 1 or 2 Twitch chats, which I don't really care about because I was just enjoying my time streaming. I come on today and then that happens, which is pretty nuts. Of course, we've got you donating on the YouTube stream, the Kick stream couple of follows. It's been completely nuts. So I'll definitely be live, if not tomorrow, the day after, seeing as streaming seems to be going pretty well. And we'll go from there. So thank you ever so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesdays, or if you're in Australia, of course. Is it Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning? Whatever it is. Have a great day. And should we do the ending thing? We might as well do the ending thing. So yeah, I'll see you a lot later. Next time, adios. What a day. These fireworks keep on, I'm gonna lose my mind. Can we just stop?